All right, everybody, welcome out to the Locker Room Guys Craft Beer Show. It is Tuesday, December the 17th, 2025. Jersey Johnny coming at you. With me, as always, is none other than Mr. Beer Samurai playing with the ball. Are you having a ball, Mr. Samurai?
Ball. Now I see the fascination cats have with like swatting stuff around.
All right.
It's kind of fun.
Okay, folks. Dave and I are just playing with our balls.
Yep.
There you go. Those of you listening to the audio podcast, sorry you can't see it.
Which is interesting, you know. With
your ball's bigger than mine, Dave. You got big balls.
Oh yeah,
or at least one
ball. I've got the biggest balls of them all. Let's see. It's weird because I had to turn the volume up, even though this hat has ears. It doesn't. They don't hear very well, and they actually.
Well, that's why I like what my Santa hat here. I actually I cheated. I lifted it up over not over the ears, but up to the top of the ear. So
no, I have volume.
It looks like it's completely on, but it's not. I can
do that. I can do that.
I can stop playing with your ball.
I don't know. This is kind of fun.
All right. You're a funny guy.
I may never leave the house.
There you go. All right. Well, anyway, let's get some orders out of the way. I have to mention this one first and foremost. It's my favorite, one of my favorite days of the year.
Yes, it is.
As you all know, and it is Happy National Maple Syrup Day.
Have you had many shots of maple syrup today?
I have not, actually.
You've been working all day.
I've been working all day. I will have something with maple in it after the show.
Working on the chain gang going downtown.
Working on the chain gang. Back on the chain gang.
Pretenders.
Yeah, that was
Devo doing a cover. I can't remember the original of Chain. Working on the chain gang, but Devo did the cover, and then the Pretenders.
That's the sound of the man working on the chain gang. I know, but who was that?
I don't remember that one either.
Sam Cooke.
Oh, that's right. And then you had, the Chain by one of the greatest bass solos from Fleetwood Mac.
Mm-hmm. No, that's awesome.
Boom, boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom. Right, exactly. It is, what should we call it? But anyway, yes, Happy National Maple Syrup Day. I will be partaking a little later. It is also Loki's birthday. Happy Loki's birthday.
Well, here's the thing. Loki was never actually in myth given a birthday, but in the Marvel universe, he was given the birthday originally of today's date,
December 17th. Okay.
But then they kind of changed it to February 25th, and all the fans went, nah, we're going to stick to December 17th. So, and it's funny because Hiddleston, I think, goes with the February 25th as well. But apparently the way they're resolving this is that February 25th may be his birthday, and the December 17th was the day that Odin adopted him. So, or the other way around, something along those lines. But we're going to go with his birthday being on the 17th because that's what we're telling people right now.
There you go. So happy Loki's birthday ish.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And to wrap things up, it is also Sloth Day. So, are you reading War and Peace while I read this? Or
no. I'm doing the Sunday crossword.
There you go.
Sunday crossword puzzle.
Happy Sloth Day, everybody. There you go. No, you're.
It's funny. John was doing his best imitation of a sloth by going very, very slow and being exceptionally moldy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Hold on. There you go. That's better now. Better now. So anyway, all right. I am thirsty.
Yeah, I could drink.
I could drink too. So please welcome to the show our guest of honor for the evening, Mr. John Staradumsky. John, welcome to the show.
Guys, thanks for having me on this show. We always have a ball, right?
We always have a ball, yes.
Well, John's Guru's hangs a lot lower.
Yeah. Well, he's a little older than us.
Yeah,
just a few years, but still. Yeah.
You guys are talking about Loki, and it's very interesting because he used to play chess with his brother a lot, but he had to stop
Because his brother was a Thor loser.
His brother was a Thor loser.
His brother was a Thor loser.
Yeah. Saw that one coming a mile away.
He God of Thunder also, he clocked a lot of sick time at work. He'd always be calling in with a Thor throat too. So
Thor throat, yeah.
Thor throat.
I hate those Thor throats.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, today is our first annual German holiday beer show, and we could not do this show without you, sir. So
no, you have to have Staradumsky on for this one.
A special Wednesday episode of the Log Room Guys.
Yeah. Yes.
By the time we move the day around the holiday.
Yeah, and I completely forgot about it yesterday. I'm like, John, where the hell are you?
It's like,
starting the show.
I'm.
And the best part is I'm doing this in a chat group where Guru's in. He's like, oh yeah, where's
it's tomorrow.
Now, Guru knew he was on tonight. He just thought we were doing another show.
Yeah, I thought you were doing two shows. So I didn't put two and two together. And the one time Dave could have gone to sleep, he didn't do it. Right?
He didn't do it.
I went to sleep very shortly after that. Yes, I did. I slept 10, almost 11 hours last night.
There you go.
I was exhausted.
You were.
Oof.
You were wiped.
It is the season.
It is the season.
Yep.
So I got my second holiday or Christmas holiday Christmas time shirt on, the Duke and Duke Commodities Brokers.
But your brother, he's having a heart attack.
Fuck him.
There it is.
Mortimer, your brother's not well. Randolph and Mortimer Duke. Duke and Duke. There we go. It was the Dukes. It was the Dukes.
Why can't we have both?
Why not? There you go. Quick message from Wanderback Beer Works. Wednesday, it's a Festivus miracle.
Yes, it is.
Yes, like I just said, sometime around the holidays, sometimes we move a show here and there. Last year, we did 2 Monday shows in a row because Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve were both Tuesdays, respectively. So
this is true. So we have to shift things around here.
Generally, not the rest of the year, but in December, a couple every now and then there'll be a show on a Wednesday or a Monday or another day. So anyway, thank you for tuning in, gents. Love it when you do. The Jets. Gents. I said gents.
Oh, gents.
Okay. Gents. Yeah. Wanderback Beer Works.
Yeah. No. We had those guys on the show. Love those guys.
Absolutely. They're great. We got to get them back on some point.
Yeah.
We need to hear more about the brewery if they're getting close to opening.
What do we learn? It's usually Justin.
It's probably Justin. That's
probably Justin.
Yeah, so anyway, gents, I'm thirsty. Gents.
Oh,
you keep missing the N.
This is not working. Hold on.
Just lift up don't lift the front up. Lift the sides up. Your forehead's not going to listen better. Just lift the sides up.
Okay.
Oh, you just wanted the ears out. There you go.
No, I wanted a little. I didn't want that. Just right here.
Oh, I see what you're doing. There you go.
Okay.
All right, Guru. What are you drinking?
What are you drinking there?
Foist beer.
I've got. Can we see it? It's a Sam Adams Winter Lager.
Oh, very nice.
There we go.
I've got 2 German beers. I've got 2 German and kind of inspired beers. This one's definitely German inspired.
Oh yeah.
This was the very first Christmas lager, if memory serves, that I ever had, probably around 1985 or 6.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Today, this is a spiced winter lager, but longtime Sam Adams fans will remember that the very first iteration of Sam Adams Winter Lager wasn't spiced. It was advertised as a wheat bock. Now, it wasn't a Weizenbock. It was a lager. It was a Bock lager, but they had wheat in the mash too. And I've always preferred that one. I thought that was the very, very, very best Sam Adams Winter Lager.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, Christmas lagers, German, right? And very German inspired. And of course, Jim Cook goes to Germany every year. I don't know if he still does it. But for many years he went to maybe he does to Germany to pick out hops for Boston Lager and some of his other beers. He always made a big to do about that, but he's always been big on German tradition. So there you have it.
And there you have it. Well, that's a delicious beer. Had a couple of them so far this season myself. A few actually. Guru just said what we're drinking. Samurai, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the same thing you're going to be drinking. This thing right here. Bajuvator by
Bajuvator by Tucker. There you go. Bajuvator. There you go.
Doppelbock, Dunkelbock.
Doppelbock Dunkel.
It's a dark double bock.
A dark double bock.
And I think
as opposed to all of those light double bocks.
Yeah, there's so many light double bocks out there. It's kind of like please don't ever do that. No, we've done white stout. Please don't ever do white stout again. That makes no sense to me.
I don't believe in white stouts.
No. I believe in
cream
ales that have coffee in them. That's fine.
Yeah.
But they're not white stouts.
Yeah. That's tasty. It's almost figgy. Maybe it's just this whole Christmas thing we got going here that make me think it's figgy. I did put it in my Schneiderweiss.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a little fig in there.
John, does this glass look familiar?
That glass does look familiar. I have it right there.
John's got one of these as well.
Mm-hmm. Right there. Nope, right there. That's the other one. That's the one you have right there.
Yeah, I'm getting fig and
definitely getting dried fruit. Definitely.
Yeah, fig and clove.
Yeah, there's some spicing in there. This is delicious.
Yeah.
I'll grab another one.
It's fantastic. Yeah, that's really good.
Oh man. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm gonna enjoy that.
And to be surprised, it is one of the ones I have lined up for later on. So I have not seen that beer in many years. But when I was in Helen just this past October at Ben's Country Store, I had cases of it. So I bought like 6 bottles.
Nice.
Gotcha. Now, when you were in Helen, was there a store called Hunt? So you went to Helen Hunt for it?
Helen, I had to hunt in Helen. Yes.
Went to Helen to hunt.
Yes.
It's tough too, because she runs fast.
It's North Georgia, so I'm sure there's a hunting store somewhere. But
somewhere in there, yeah. Yeah, I was telling Dave before, I saw a meme earlier. It said, let me read it so I actually get the whole gist of the joke. But it says,
what does it say, John?
It says,
John, stop imitating the sloth again.
Yeah, I know. If alcohol can damage our short-term memory, imagine what alcohol can do.
Now that sounds like something I would say. Sounds like something I would say. Yes. I can tell you though.
And speaking of that, there was another one too. It says, if alcohol can damage our short, never mind.
Welcome to the show, folks.
Welcome to the show, folks. Yeah, I took it one step too far. Anyway, you were saying, John?
Yeah, just every October, when we get back from that annual Oktoberfest pilgrimage, I truly can say I've been to Helen back.
There you go. You've been to Helen back.
Okay.
And this is fantastic. I got to get more of these.
This one's actually quite good.
What'd you guys? It was about $5 a bottle. I think it was $4.99 at Betty's. Which is actually a good deal, I think.
It was $3.99.
Oh, that's a better deal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that'd be less then, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
just a smidge. Just a smidge. Yeah, this is delicious. Absolutely. So
I can't do a very good Lovitz.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Yeah, neither can you apparently.
Neither can I apparently. I can say the line.
Yeah. I was acting. No, all kinds of Lovitz.
Acting. Yeah. You do the mannerisms, but not the actual voice. But who can? There's not many voices I can do. I
could probably do his Tonto though.
There you go.
And
I'm lucky I can do my own most days. But,
hey, I tell you,
that's probably, a little Dangerfield.
It's probably the best one I do. Yeah. I could do one word from Christopher Walken. One word, only one word. I can't make any other word sound like him. But wow.
The only line I think I could ever do from Walken is, "I pineapple. I like to eat it."
Mm-hmm.
No, that sucked. I can do that. I've done that better.
Gotcha.
And that's Bradley Cooper. That's his Walken.
That's his Walken. Yeah, exactly. Gotcha. Anyway,
so you guys said you paid $1 less a bottle, which is a buck. And I don't know if you saw, but Buck Rogers, Gil Gerard passed away today.
Yes, he did.
So, R.I.P. Gil. He's a great guy too. I met him a couple times down at Dragon Con. He actually lived here in North Georgia.
Yes, he did. He said that.
Hmm.
Did you see the letter that was put out? That it was he had his wife posted up
I did.
after he died. He mentioned about
He gave it to
giving
her,
him
and she put it up on his Facebook account. Yep.
Yep.
Very touching, but
Yep.
definitely a life well lived. He was 82, and
Yeah.
he made no bones about that. In that letter, he said, "I lived a good life, and see you on the other side." So,
Dwicky.
cheers to him.
Cheers to him, and
Beady,
also,
beady, beady. Yeah.
and also,
yeah, beady.
today let's turn this show up to 11 today.
Let's turn it up to 11.
All right.
Keep that in mind. Rob Reiner.
There you go.
They happen in 3, so who's next? Good. I hope it stops at 2.
Where was somebody before? Well, it was him and his wife. So that's 2.
No, him and his wife. Right?
Yeah, him and his wife.
Yeah, so that's 3. There we go. You're at our 3.
Doug Smith just commented, "I'm drinking a Narragansett Select stock lager that he got at the brewery last week." There you go.
Yes, we were following along.
Cheers, Doug. That's awesome. We got to get up there. Definitely got to get up there. It's been too long.
I gotta get back there and get back to where I got this from.
Yes, the store. That's on. Oh, geez, it's on the one.
That's out in Chepachet.
It's out in Chepachet because there's another store near Brown on that one block that goes main drag that has all the shops on it going up in that one section of town.
That's a few. There's one that's full of restaurants. I can't remember the name.
There's a few. It's a frog store. Frog something.
Oh yeah. No, that's not the Frog and the Peach. That's a restaurant in New Jersey. Yeah. It's not the Famished Frog. That's now just called the Frog. That's in Morristown.
Right.
Frog and the Toad.
Might be the Frog and the Toad. Yeah, I think it's the Frog and the Toad.
I used to be there a lot actually. Loved that place.
Yeah, a lot of bed shit. Yeah.
No, that's out by my favorite Indian restaurant in the Providence area called it's just original. It's called India.
Yeah,
you kind of pretty get a good idea what kind of food you're going to get.
Gotcha. It's on Thayer Street.
Is that Sayer or Thayer? Are you lifting or
Thayer?
Thayer.
Thayer.
Her. I said her.
I don't know what the establishment is, but that I know Thayer Street. Yeah.
Thayer Street, yeah, Thayer. That's and wasn't that whatchamacallit's name in On Golden Pond? She was Ethel Thayer. Ethel Thayer.
That's a mouthful.
I know. Oh geez, come on, help me out. Who was Henry Fonda played the husband who was
and his daughter was Ethel.
Where on earth do you think you're going, Norman?
Yep, Hanoi Jane.
Yeah. So
I
anyway,
haven't seen that movie in so long I can't even remember.
Who's the lead? It was
Jane Fonda.
Oh, Katharine Hepburn. Yeah.
And then I thought you said On Golden Pond.
On Golden Pond. Yeah, Jane Fonda was the daughter.
Oh yes, right. That is all right. Anyway.
All right. We're aging ourselves, folks. Doug also just commented, Dave, you need to get to Kowloon next time you're out that way. Kowloon.
Yeah, no, I know exactly where he's talking. We saw pictures of it. It's a Asian restaurant that does.
Is that the one that he sent me pictures of?
Yeah. Polynesian cuisine.
Yeah, that one's the one in Connecticut, I believe, and then there's one that's in just south of Providence that he was at as well. That I can't tell you how many times.
I think that's Attleboro. Is it? It's in Mass. It's southern Mass.
Yeah, it's close to Attleboro if it's not in Attleboro.
Right.
I used to go to the Moncou frequently. Seekonk, Attleboro, it's somewhere in that area.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's closer to Attleboro.
Gotcha. All right. John, question for you. What is it for you? Because I know what it is for me, and Dave can elaborate as well, and I will. What is it for you that make these German beers, whether they are specifically made for the holidays or just the winter? What is it that draws you to drink them and desire them, if you will, this time of year? Specifically for the holidays.
Well, I'm a big fan of German beers year round, so there is that.
And,
I have my great grandfather came over here from Germany. My grandfather was a big Germanophile, so always been in the culture, and he loved to drink his beer, and I inherited that. So, and I just always loved German beers. And in the days, early days when I started drinking, imports were more. Well, I won't say they're more important than they are for me today, but in those days there weren't as many craft beers, right? Early '80s, they were some, but you went to the imports too, and German beers were everywhere. We had. I cut my teeth on Koenig Pilsner, not only in bottles, but we had one of the few Koenig City restaurants in the world in Providence, Rhode Island, in Davall Square, and I was a regular in fresh Koenig. In those days, they advertised the fact that they flew the kegs in fresh on Lufthansa, and it was just a fantastic beer. But they would bring other stuff in too, and I think one of the very first, I mentioned Sam Adams Winter Lager was probably the first Christmas winter seasonal lager beer for me, but late 80s, the very first one of the beers that turned me out to Doppelbock, in addition to Sam Adams Doppelbock, was Würzburger Hofbrau, their holiday beer, and that was imported by Anheuser-Busch at the time. They did all the importing for Würzburger, but it had a Tannenbaum on the label, and it was just I would drink cases of that stuff, and it was a Doppelbock. It just had such unique flavors. They were wonderful. It's a little bit stronger in alcohol, so it's perfect for the colder weather. It's warming, but the German breweries actually brew a lot of different styles for the holidays. It's pretty eclectic. I think Doppelbock is probably the most common in some Weizenbocks and stuff, but in the I will be speaking shortly. I've got a beer out of this year's Advent calendar from Costco, and the past couple of years they've done the Beer Garden collection. They haven't been able to get the Kalea boxes, but for 10 years in a row, I got the Kalea box every year, and they sell those in Germany too. I'm actually in a group about those Kalea beers, and one of the people from Kalea that puts those boxes together talked about how they sold them in Germany as well as in the United States. But they do frequently have. There are a lot of different styles. They're not uniquely Weihnachtsbier, Christmas beer, but they do occasionally have winter beers and Christmas beers, and they're different styles. I want to say that I saw Martzen. I know there were a lot of fest beers that were marketed under Christmas beer, and I go to the brewery website, and sure enough, it shows that's what they sold in Germany too. So, you probably will get a lot of different kinds of beers. I do think, still believe that Bocks are the best for a German Christmas beer. So.
I agree 100%. And to your point, my great grandparents, on my father's side, my four great grandparents came from Germany and came here. So that was same thing. I mean, I was tasting Bach when I was a kid. So
beer runs in the blood. Literally.
Beer runs in the blood. It literally does. And you mentioned the Koenig pills. I've never seen it before, so I don't know whether it's new or whether it's new to the country. Maybe they just didn't bring it over before, but they made a Hefeweizen.
I've never seen that.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have to.
Absolutely delicious.
They've pretty much been a one trick pony. They had a Radler. I've had their Radler, but I've never seen the Hefeweizen. So ironically enough, I have a Koenig Pilsner Hefeweizen glass. So
it's absolutely delicious. If I can find some more, I'll try and get one down to you if you can't find it.
Cool.
But
We
yeah,
did get Koenig. Actually just bought a 4-pack of that in Helen too. So that's a regular dweller in my beer fridges. So
very nice. Very nice. Catch up really quick. Doug Smith just said, whatchamacallit, Kowloon is in Saugus, Massachusetts, just north
That's
of
right,
Boston.
just north of Boston.
I
Not
have
probably
to
Boston.
go
Yeah.
there. And he also said, quite a moving experience for me drinking beer in Germany and getting in touch with his German roots, especially in Potsdam, in Brandenburg, where his family is from in Germany. There you go.
that's
It's
cool.
awesome. Yeah, I got to get. I really want to go to Oktoberfest next year. I'm going to try.
I love Munich.
Yeah,
And I want to get back.
and just to wrap up Doug's other comment he just put up just now, he said German culture and tradition has always been a part of his life. German beer, I love, of course. There you go.
But of course.
And Johnny Crowley,
If I could
Johnny,
only drink one kind of beer for the rest of my life,
it's German
it'd
beer.
be tough, but it would be German beer.
I
Yeah,
agree 100%.
absolutely.
I do too.
I agree.
And I'd have no problem I mean, I would miss a lot of the other beers, but
If I had to cut every country, just one country's beers, it would be Germany.
yeah,
Same.
I would just console myself with a lot of German beers.
That's all. That's it. Johnny Crowley, hey guys, Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas, Johnny.
Appreciate it. There you go. Right
Merry
back
Christmas.
at you.
Good Weihnacht.
Exactly. It's Samurai. Your thoughts on what we were just talking about?
About grabbing.
Weizenbach's double
Why
box
would I grab?
during the holidays? Yeah,
Oh, because we're doing a show.
fair enough. I figured that's where we go.
No, what I like about it is a lot of the American Christmas beers, they basically tend to range around browns that have been heavily spiced. Whereas the German beers I find to be heavier, tastier, darker, more fulfilling on a winter night than the American holiday beers. Because the American holiday beers, we've got to the point where with our holiday beers, we kind of do the same thing that we do with the pumpkin beers. Just throw a shit ton of spice in them and call it holiday. And some of them, like some of the originals, fine. That's what they were, and they set the tone for it. But then everyone followed. Like, let's have a little originality. Or get back to roots. One of the two. Let's not just all follow this pattern that was created, pretty much by Harpoon. Right, it was their Winter Warmer. That was the Holiday Spice one. Whereas the classic Winter Warmer from Sam Smith had no spice in it really whatsoever. So I always thought that was interesting. But
Johnny Crowley agrees.
Yeah, it's get back to the traditions, or some breweries do get original with it, right?
Yep.
You've got the brewery that does the 12 Days of Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And they play around, and some of that stuff is fantastic. You've had Hardywood, with the GBS and that. So I enjoy those beers, and I enjoy the creativity that U.S. brewers can bring to the Christmas beer market. But for the most part, I think a lot of the American brewers phone it in.
Some of them, a number of them that so obviously Celebration departs from that model.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not a spice beer. It's not the original. The very first Our Special Ale was Anchor Liberty, what became Anchor Liberty Ale.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So the very first Our Special Ale was an IPA, and then Sierra Nevada kind of hijacked. Said, all right, you guys don't want IPA? We'll take it when they moved to the spice beers, right? And Anchor always did a very good job spicing their beers, and probably they were the first to do it on a big scale, right? Because Our Special Ale was
but theirs was a little different because part of that was putting the evergreen in it, right? It wasn't just a spice, but there's some sort of like pine or fir or spruce.
And I think the IPAs can get towards that too. If you do the classic American IPA, you get that piney Christmas tree like. I think I mentioned on the last show that Creature Comforts did a winter IPA this year that's phenomenal. Not a spice beer. Just a really knock your socks off West Coast IPA. I just drank recently Highwire Elated Winter IPA.
That stuff would have been fantastic.
I love Highwire.
Oh,
they're so good.
Another one, no spices, just a killer West Coast style piney IPA. So,
Mhm.
and there's other breweries too, I think, that do,
Catamount.
Catamount Christmas Ale. That was a
Yep.
fantastic, probably, that one rivaled Celebration.
Yep.
So,
Yep. But in fact, next week you mentioned our special ale. Next week's show on the Christmas Eve show, which the family show for Dave,
Yes.
if you will. Whatchamacallit? I'm going to drink 3 beers from breweries. Well, I can't say 3 beers from breweries no longer with us, if you will. 3 beers that are no longer brewed. I'll call it that.
Right. Yes,
I'm drinking our one of my. I have 3 bottles left. I have a 2020, a 2021, and a 2022. So I got to decide which one I want to give up for that show.
I've got mine are down there.
I'm not going to go in the middle. I'm either going to go with the 2020 or the 2022. So I have 2 beers in a row.
I may drink my oldest one.
Yeah, and my oldest one is a 2016, but it's a.
Yeah,
I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking a Magnum by myself. That I said we're all drinking. We're all on that. Yeah, but I'm also drinking a 21st Amendment Fireside Chat, and I'm drinking my last can because that's what they did the last year it came out of Avery Old Jubilation. Is there San Miguel bought Avery and they're no longer making Old Jubilation. So.
For now, I'm confident they'll bring it back at some point. But
I would hope so.
At least I hope so. I have a few cans. I have probably 7 or 8 cans of the Fireside Chat. I need to drink one this year. But it's unfortunately getting easier to drink beers from breweries that are no longer with us. So that's very sad.
It is. It definitely is.
Rogue Santa's Private Reserve, classic example.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Rogue Santa's Private Reserve. You know what though? Rogue. Here's the thing. Rogue didn't go out of business because they didn't have the sales. Yada yada yada. Obviously, it was a financial thing. That brewery was still in the top 40 in the country. So somebody will come along and buy that IP, and we will see Rogue again. Yeah,
I hope so. But
and
somebody bought Anchor, and we're still waiting to.
Yeah, well, that's what Doug just said.
Doug just said, he said, "What the fuck is going on with Anchor? The guy buys the brewery to save it and does nothing with it." What did Kevy Spaghetti tell you while you were out there, Dave?
I don't remember. We were drinking.
They bought it for a reason, right? I mean,
we drank a lot.
Money in for nothing, so he wants to do something with it. But
right.
To Doug's point, what the hell's the holdup? What are you waiting?
Yeah, really.
For?
Let's get going with it. Let's do it. I did hear. Now, I don't know how true this information is. Okay. For all intents and purposes, this could just be complete BS. All right. But I did hear from somebody that does hear things that are legit most of the time, that Evil Genius out of Philly is involved in buying the IP of 21st Amendment. Now, again, I don't know how true that is.
We'll see.
But they don't have a brewery, right? They're contract.
No. Evil Genius has a brewery. They're in. I guess they're in Fishtown, right? Or not Northern Liberties. They're in Fishtown, I think.
I think they're in Fishtown.
Yeah, they're right under the elevated train.
Oh, then they're near.
It's near. It's near Fishtown. It's near Girard. They're a little south of Girard, but
yeah, that's on the border.
But they got what's their plan to bring it in Pennsylvania?
I don't know. That's the first I heard of it. I was pretty confident that we were going to see 21st Amendment back around again. But not from them, from somebody buying the IP. But
we shall see.
But anyway, well, we certainly will. That would be great if I drink those beers on the show next week, and then next year we get Anchor back, we get 21st Amendment back, and we get and Avery starts brewing.
And all of those breweries owe you.
They owe me for drinking them on the show. There you go.
Hey, I brought you back, guys. Come on.
There you go. Hook me up.
After I killed Anchor.
Exactly. Johnny Crowley also mentioned "Go Away Spice." LOL. We were talking before, and he says, "Well, in proportion." And,
yes.
And then Doug said one of his locals does a Christmas Dunkelweiss and Bach called St. Nicholas Bock. It's outstanding. Brewery is called Sweetwater Tavern.
Interesting.
Didn't Pennsylvania? What's the brewery out in Pittsburgh? Did a St. Nicholas Bock?
Which one? There's a lot of them.
Penn.
Penn. There you go.
There
Yep.
you go.
Penn Brewing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is very good. And I think they did like a nut roll beer too.
Ooh, yeah. You know what they did? That I did. Yeah.
They're the oldest one left.
Yeah, Penn
They
is,
did,
yeah.
but the Bock was just that I always wanted more than I could ever get of the Bock, because it was just, to Dave's point, it was just a great standard Bock beer, and it wasn't spiced, and it was really, really good. And in case
Back to
Garrett
roots.
was watching, we can't forget Imperial Stout, Brooklyn Black Chocolate Stout, right?
Brooklyn
That's
Black
not-
Chocolate Stout. Yeah, it's at
Yeah.
Brooklyn. And by the way, Brooklyn does not do their winter ale anymore.
No, I think
2 years,
I
2
haven't
years,
seen that
2 years in a
while.
row.
Mm.
It's been
Yeah.
3 years since they've done it. Last year and the year before, and this year, their winter seasonal is Brooklyn Brown Ale.
That did become a seasonal, yeah. Which
Interesting.
bothers
winter-
me because I really love that beer.
And their winter seasonal is
That's kind
Brooklyn
of
Brown.
upsetting.
But at the same time, they release Black Chocolate Stout and Black Ops. So
Every year, yeah.
there we go.
I still, to this day, think Black Chocolate Stout is understated in the ABV.
Black Chocolate Stout is definitely, it's 10%. They call it 10%, but it's definitely
Yeah,
more.
that's 12 or more.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And I'm
that's
sorry.
That's a devastating beer.
And I'm sorry, Black Ops, as delicious as it is, it belongs in a bottle, not a can.
It belongs in a bottle. Absolutely. So
I
I do want to
all
mention,
of these beers that we were talking about, as far as I'm concerned, every single one that we've mentioned so far tonight belong in bottles, not cans.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
The last time I bought Black Ops, it was in cans, and I could have sworn I had it before. And I checked it in for the first time on Untapped, and it was the first check, and I'm like, so I'm hunting high and low. I said, didn't I buy like a fifth? Sure enough, I found it. So
Found it.
still need to drink it, but it's got to be 6, 7, 8 years old. But
Yeah, I have an 8-year-old. I still have one 8-year-old 750 of Black Ops. I have.
You got to be
I have
careful.
one.
Black Ops can, with age, go licorice.
No. This is a bottle. This is a cork and cage bottle.
Cork and Cage. Okay.
Mhm.
I do want to mention
licorice.
John's
We can do that.
John's hat. He's got the official Rhode Island uniform hat, the buffalo plaid.
There you go.
That is, I told you when I worked up there, all my employees had the buffalo plaid shirt.
Blankets.
So-
We have to have
Yeah.
it on blankets to stay warm.
Gotta have it on
Oh,
blankets to stay warm.
And while we're on Rhode Island, before anybody goes onto Thayer Street looking for Frog and Toad is actually not on Thayer. It is on Hope Street.
It's on Hope.
Thayer,
What's on
Thayer-
there then?
Thayer's the one with all the restaurants. All the great restaurants are on Thayer.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of them, and just off of it is a place called Den Den. Den Den does Korean fried chicken. Oh my god, it's so good.
Very nice. Very nice. I got to throw this up there because he's not wrong. Doug Smith just said, Miss Brooklyn Monster Barley Wine. Monster Barley Wine.
Haven't had that in
phenomenal. It was so
ages.
good.
Nope,
So good. Monster
that was
Barley Wine.
such a good beer.
It was. And he said he had a nice barley wine at Proc in Warwick.
I was very happy for Doug when I saw the list they had up there, because the last couple times I've been at Proc made it so the last time I went up there I skipped Proc, because the what they had at the time was just like, it's either everything I've already had or IPAs, or
You know what? I mean, they definitely
or kettle sours. And
Proc
it's like, this
definitely
stuff-
went a little IPA and kettle sour heavy, but the last time I was there was around the holidays. It was actually just after the holidays. So they did have a lot of winter stuff. They did have a bunch of lagers. They did have a few stouts, some barrel aged. They did have a couple Christmas beers. It was actually a pretty good selection. We were there for about an hour and had a few different beers and not one IPA that we have. So or
Yeah,
kettle sour.
it's been a while since I've been to Proc and looked at the list. Went, ooh, I want that. I want that. I want
Monster
that. I
Ale
want that.
was just that beer I loved it so much that I had a bottle, and I end up aging beers all the time, and it's usually just because I
Can't get to
so
them.
many different beers. They just
You buy so many that you can't finish them all at the
But,
same at the
yeah,
right
that
time.
one I just didn't want to drink my last bottle, and it had to be like 10 years old, but it was outstanding with age, and I only had it the best form of it I ever had was on tap at Red Bones, and that was the only time I ever had it on draft, but
Red Bones.
it was so good.
Nice.
in
Very
Somerville.
nice.
Yeah.
The Red Bones in Somerset. Yep.
Yep.
My favorite memory of Red Bones, first time I was there, is leaving my party who was in the dining room and going to the bar because they want to buy pitchers of beer. I'm like, so I go to the bar, and you remember they had the wheel behind the bar.
The dial-a-draft. Yep.
Yep. If you didn't know what you wanted, like, get spin the
All right.
wheel. When I was there, though, about at least 1/3 of that wheel was Allagash. And the thing is, down here, we hadn't really heard of Allagash all that much. The only reason I knew about it was, from being on Beer Advocate and people talking about it.
I did just recently hook up with this.
That's not a bad thing at all.
Yes, that's very, very good.
I've got someone I work with who is from Maine, and he says he can't stand Allagash.
Really?
He says they're horrible.
And
I'm like,
they haven't kicked them out of the state yet?
Yeah, really.
Well, just you see, I'm a geocacher. The great thing about that is we know where to hide bodies. So, if anyone's interested, we do have a job opening. Once they, fire him for job abandonment, so we'll see. Like, how dare you? So you just haven't had the right Allagash beer.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That beer. Love it. By the way, those of you listening to the audio podcast, I held up a Allagash Gatherwell. It's a bourbon barrel aged stout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? What picture are you pulling up now?
No. I'm
What
texting. I'm texting our one of our most loyal commenters and drinking along with us.
Is he okay? Is he okay?
Yeah, he was actually texting me last night, and I forgot to text him today. He was wondering where we were last night. I hadn't told him.
Okay. I thought he got alerts.
No, I think he does. Maybe he's busy. I'm not sure, but
he may have enough alerts at this point.
He does. Yeah. Doug Smith said Underbones was the basement bar in Red Bones. What a great Boston beer bar.
When I was there, they hadn't opened Underbones yet. That's the first time I went.
And
I was there when I can't. It was 90s, obviously.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or I just didn't know about Underbones because they weren't advertising it. It was almost like a speakeasy.
Yeah, it was speakeasy-ish. Yeah, it was
very low key.
But
I was there with a work group.
Yeah. Now I just based on bringing up Underbones, what he was saying, it just reminded me of this. Not that it has anything to do or nothing even compared to Red Bones and Underbones. But did either of you ever get to when it was open? Because they've all closed since, right? But Ginger Man, when it was open in Boston, it was in
I went to the one in Manhattan.
Right. Well, yeah, the one in Manhattan was cool, but
That's
the one in Boston was in the financial district, which obviously is 3 blocks away from Quincy Market and everything else.
Yep.
But they had a downstairs, like they had the whole upstairs, normal Ginger Man and everything else with the bar and everything else. But you went downstairs to go to the bathroom. You went down another flight of stairs, and it brought you down to almost like a separate little cool. And there's other things that aren't on tap upstairs that were down there. It was it was a neat idea, but that whole it was too corporate, and there was a lot of corporate money involved, and they weren't doing the business. Like if it was a privately owned thing, they could have made it work. But it was they corporate, they cut and run, so.
And the one in Manhattan, the clientele was very corporate.
Yes. Well, I mean, it was right in Midtown. I mean,
yeah, it wasn't the coolest place to drink. Had some great beer on tap, but
Taco Mike does that at their Prado location. They have what they call now the chapter room, but it's supposed to be a secret. And you go downstairs, and it looks like the entrance looks like there's a big electrical box outside. So it looks like maybe, and that location is in a big shopping plaza. The Prado is a big shopping plaza, and but mostly restaurants and a few shops and stuff like that. But it looks like maybe a power room or something like that. But you knock on the door and tell them the secret word, and they let you in. And that's where they have the rarest beers at that location. Upstairs they got like 120 taps, and then downstairs they got like another 15 or 20.
Yeah, same kind of thing. Same thing. Yeah.
So-
Hey, Jersey Johnny, have you heard about the Speakeasy in Englishtown? It's in the back of one of the liquor stores in Englishtown.
Okay.
And I'm thinking Englishtown. Okay, so it's so fancy. They probably have Coors and Coors Light. You've got to be from Jersey to know. That's where the Englishtown auction is on the racetrack. It's usually Englishtown is mostly, especially in the summer, inundated with bikers, which is not a bad thing. They bring a lot of money into the area, and they're really, really kind of, they're cool and chill when they're there. But no, this one, when you go back and they're making cocktails, and they're making cocktails that have like the little bubbles in it. They pop, and then there's like gas that comes out of them.
Yeah.
There's like a fancy cocktail bar in the back of a liquor store
in Englishtown,
which is it shocked me when I saw the videos.
It wasn't Yorktown, was it?
Yeah, it's in the back of Yorktown.
Yorktown Liquors.
Yeah.
Almost detoured to Lord Hobo when he was visiting Kowloon. Every time I look at the word Kowloon, I want to say Knowlton.
Say what?
No.
Yeah.
Kowloon 2 weeks ago, but was already at his limit with tiki drinks.
Yeah. Well, he had about 17 of them.
I was going to say
he ran the menu.
He did have a lot. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Doug, on that note, Doug, or maybe if either of you know, is Mead Hall still open? I mean, it's right down the block from. It's kind of diagonally across the street from where Cambridge Brewing Company was.
Mead Hall.
Mead Hall.
Mead
Hall.
Well, that's something different entirely.
Exactly. Well, they have plenty of beer at Mead Hall too. So and
yeah, no. I know now what you're talking about.
There you go. And Brian Boak just joined. So I drank beers without you last night. Tonight I am having Jack Daniel's Frank Sinatra version tonight.
Oh, someone's straight balling it tonight.
While decorating his Christmas tree. There you go.
Are you singing? Are you singing any old Blue Eyes while you're doing it, Brian?
The summer wind came rolling in.
That's really not an appropriate song for doing
from across the sea. Well, they talk about the winter wind later on in the song.
John also can't do Sinatra either.
There you go. Well, if you give me a few more,
he can sing, but he can't sing Sinatra.
I can't sing. Oh, the summer wind. Never mind. Anyway,
he's got a whole Christmas album, so
he does. Yeah,
Doug's very good too. But
it is very good
from the '80s, so not going to be on my top 3.
Not going to be on mine either, but yeah, it's true. Doug Smith, speaking of New England and Jersey and lagers, AB InBev closed both breweries. I feel sorry for the workers, but middle finger that company. There you go. Which we call it. More on that in a second. Not sure about Mead Hall, Johnny. I'll have to check that. It's
permanently closed.
Mead Hall's permanently closed? Yeah, I had a feeling they closed.
They're gone. So
yeah, and I mean, because Cambridge Brewing Company closed a lot last year, the year before. I think they closed. Yeah,
too many people went there looking for ribs and they didn't have them. So
Meat Hall
and jerky.
And jerky.
Jerky.
Speaking of being jerky, I'll talk. No, I'm kidding. That was me being self-deprecating.
Self-deprecation.
A little self-deprecation.
These days.
There you go. On that note, all right. Dave, I wanted to bring this up. Obviously, AB InBev, yes, AB InBev did close. They're closing. They did close already. They are closing.
I'm really curious what they're going to do with that building.
Well, apparently they do have plans. They're selling it to some manufacturer or something like that. But it's not going to be a liquor manufacturer by any means, or beer or anything. So,
I was thinking that with its proximity to the airport, it'd turn into a hotel.
Well, actually, I did hear that one brewery out of Roselle Park was going to buy it and convert it and start brewing that. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, no.
I kid, folks. I kid.
You know who should buy it? Brewdog should buy it.
Brewdog. There you go. Now, anyway, from what I did hear, though, that they offered most, if not all, of the employees at the Newark location jobs at the Westchester location. So not too far away.
Too far away, but okay.
Right. But
they're probably counting on people not taking it because I'm sure they're fully staffed there.
Right. Well, obviously they're going to be a little busier there now that they're closing Newark, right?
But they have to expand and bring that many people in.
Well, not to be labor.
Consolidation is a result of lower sales too. So
sure.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. Okay. We've talked ad nauseum about the fact that
too.
there you go. Well, we've talked ad nauseum about the fact that we believe that a lot of the New Jersey Restaurant Association lobby poll came out of Newark, came out of AB InBev.
Mhm.
And whether it's true or not, that's what we
not the
believe,
airport.
right? Yeah. So now, what my whole thing here is with AB pulling out of New Jersey and there not being another, local presence for them. What does that mean if we are indeed correct in our thought process?
Well, that means there's no money for the restaurant lobby to buy politicians.
True story.
Oh, I said that out loud.
Oh, hey, watch your mouth. Anyway, Samurai, what did you open?
Well, I put it in my Weihenstephaner glass to match my Weihenstephaner shirt. But I opened what John's second beer is going to be as well. It's Hofbrau's Delicator.
There you go.
Or is it Delicator?
Yeah.
Delicator.
Or
Delicator. It's a catering deli.
But if you're Mike Tyson, it's Delicafor.
It's Delicafor, yeah.
And we're back to Loki's brother.
And it's a Munich specialty. That's the style of beer.
It is a Munich specialty, but it is a Doppelbock. We all know it's
a Doppelbock.
Yeah. It is, Munich is one of the two big breweries in München. They're one of the two breweries owned by the state of Bavaria.
Yep.
The Bundes of Bayern. In the German Bayern. And Bayern's my son's favorite professional soccer team, or as they would call it over there, football.
Football
in Germany, yeah. Fußball. Which to us is a table game.
True. And a lot more fun than their version.
Oh no, I played soccer when I was young. I loved it. I was actually on the field. I was like the enforcer on my team.
Right.
Oh yeah, I love this one field we played on because the one corner always had mud in it, and if you apply pressure at the right point of the back, when another player is in full stride, they come up with a face full of mud. It's I turned it into an art form.
Nice.
And I only ever got one yellow card.
Only one?
Well, that's because I threw a punch. I should have had a red card. But the other guy threw a punch first. So now, mind you, I was 14 at the time.
There you go.
I played at the high school a little bit, and then kind of stopped.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Guru, what did you open?
Sehr gut.
I got. Oh man, I put it in the wrong glass.
Uh-oh.
That is a sin in this household, let me tell you.
Oh boy. Oh my God, someone's getting coal in their stocking.
And this is not. I don't have an Eibauer glass, but this is Eibauer's Vickel, which is a
nice
Vickel Caliber. It's got a good head on it, as you can see. This came out of this year's Beer Garden collection from Costco, which is the Advent calendar. It's not quite the same as the Kalea ones. The Kalea ones were really cool because they have you stand them upright and they have the doors on them with the day, and you
right.
a new one every day. These kind of have like a road map on them, and
right.
but they don't really tie you to or encourage you to do it the same way one day. So, but it's a good beer. Actually, it was in last year's too in this collection, and I just think the Germans love, and it only makes sense they would do one with beer.
But they didn't invent Advent.
They did not invent Advent. No, but
I don't know who did. I just wanted to say invent Advent because I think that sounds fun.
They invented the Advent beer calendar.
And when you invent an Advent calendar, when you open up one of the spaces on the Advent calendar, you're actually venting the Advent calendar.
And if you do it with a bunch of nuns, you might do it in a convent.
In a convent.
In a convent. There you go.
Venture Advent in a convent.
Venture Advent in a convent.
Keep this trail up. We will torment everybody.
I think we already are, sir.
And I think we prevent it. We can prevent other listeners from ever coming back in again.
Speaking of our listeners, whatchamacallit, Brian Boak said, Not if the third shift. Not if they do 3 shifts. They would only need to add fermentation. I'm assuming he's talking about
He's back to
AB InBev.
Don't give them any ideas.
Yeah, no, let's not do that. And then Doug Smith said, "Is Hoffman still brewing in Roseville Park?"
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he is. I visited Climax years ago. Dave's father, Kurt, is from Germany. Yes, Kurt was from Germany. But whatchamacallit? Yes, Dave is still brewing in Roseville Park.
He's still persevering.
Yeah, he used to come into my bar, walk in the back door at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday while I was eating breakfast by myself, just getting ready for the day, and I'd hear the door open and hear, "Johnny, you here?" And I knew I couldn't hide anywhere. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I kid. And I spent a half an hour with him. So,
We're about to sneeze.
You're about to sneeze. Bless you. All right. I'm not drinking.
Should be another one. You're not following along with me?
I'm not drinking my deli caterer just yet. And the reason for that is
your deli caterer.
My deli caterer. Just yet, because your third beer is much higher than any of the other beers. My third beer would have been lower. I would have been up and then down again. So
no one cares, John.
I understand, but I'm having.
What are you having?
I'm having
stroke?
My Winterbock from Einbecker, from Einbeck, Germany. It is a Doppelbock. Here you go.
Is that, and that's pretty much they have a herb double too, right? It's pretty much the same.
They do. It's pretty much the same beer. This one is just the it's bottled for it's if it's not the exact same beer, it's a very similar beer, but it's definitely along the lines of the Doppelbock that you have, the Erbach. And right there it is, right there. It's pretty beer.
It is
pretty color, very nice. So
put in your original. There you go. It's prettier when it's in front of your face.
It's pretty well. Yeah, there you go. It's a pretty beer. There you go. Anyway, so Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad.
Bon
Noël. Weihnachten.
That's a
New Year.
Feliz Weihnachten. Buon Natale.
Feliz Navidad.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale. Hey, when Santa Nicola comes to town and brings you Chucharel. There you go. You know who Chucharel is, right?
No.
I know some Dominic the Christmas donkey.
Chucharel is a little donkey.
You're the little donkey. I prefer the panettone.
Oh, I love panettone. You got to cut nice slices out of it, like it's just regular bread. You toast it up, put a little butter on it.
I just had some panettone yesterday. We had some at work. We had panettone and prosecco.
There you go. We've migrated into Italy now from Germany. We've crossed over. We went through Austria and got into Italy. And
I've got a lot of Italians in my department. So
there you go.
I just went to Aldi.
I've got a lot of Italians in my family.
In your family. Well, also
I got a lot of Germans in my family too. So
you know what the ground floor of my building is, right?
Ground floor of your building is Italians.
It's Italy.
The ground floor. Oh, the ground floor of your building at work is Italy.
At work, yes.
Yeah,
where I work at. The ground floor is Italy. So
and the roof is too, isn't it?
They do have a rooftop restaurant, but we also have part of the roof as well that we can just go up there, and they got a lot of the outside as well. They've got a liquor store there. They got gelateria. I get my coffee and my cornetto.
There you go.
There every morning I go.
Has Mario Batali ever been by there?
Not that I have seen. He's hard to miss with those orange Crocs.
And the beers that they made for Italy, they were Dogfish Head beers too, right? They were.
It was also Russian River.
Russian River and Dogfish Head, yeah.
Yeah, because
some guy called me not long ago claiming to be Mario Batali and wanted me to come down to his restaurant. Turned out it wasn't him, and it was an impasta.
Impasta. That's just him speaking in the local dialect of the hat that he's wearing.
Impasta. There's an impasta.
Hey, look at the impasta there.
Yeah, you could tell that joke in Rhode Island, and they think it wouldn't be a joke.
It wouldn't be a joke. It wouldn't be a joke. Yeah, exactly. Oh. There you go. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, this is fantastic. By the way, I got to get more of these. This is very, very good.
Very nice. This one here is this one was toffee.
I'll have it next.
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of dark fruit out of it. Not so much as well. I guess with after the Bachelor, it's going to be really hard to get dark fruit out of anything.
Well, you know what? I like.
But you know what? I'm getting it's toffee and brown bread.
Coffee and brown bread. Now, let me ask you a question on that note, because I've had many beers that threw brown bread and loved every one of them.
But which kind of brown bread are you going to ask me? Which type of brown bread? The Boston brown bread or the Polish brown bread or
the Boston brown bread?
This is more of the Polish brown bread.
Okay, all right. Have you ever had the canned brown bread?
Yes, I have from B&M.
From B&M.
Yes, I have.
A canned
bread.
The
canned bread. For those of you out there that are unaware, there is such a thing as canned bread.
It is
brown
basically
bread with raisins. And
it's the bread version of cranberry sauce. Yes,
it is.
Yeah, we when I was a kid, we found a case of it. Must have fell off a truck. We went back home and told my dad.
Found it, did you?
Dad hops in the car, goes and picks it up and brings it home. He's like, "Hey, there's a case of B&M brown bread." And we ate that stuff for a year. But
that stuff toasts. Actually, the best way to toast that is you melt some butter in a pan and put it in the pan and brown it that way.
That sounds interesting.
Sounds interesting.
That was my favorite way to do it because they put it in the can, it kept so much of the moisture.
Yeah, you can't put that in a toaster. You'll never get it.
You can't put that in the toaster. It'll crumble.
Toaster oven, maybe.
Yeah, you can't put it in a toaster. Toaster oven, maybe, but even so, once it starts to dry, it crumbles. But do it in the butter in the pan.
Melt some butter in a pan with a little brown sugar.
You don't even need that. There's enough brown sugar in the bread.
Yeah, it is very sweet. It's a sweet bread.
You don't
would
need
eat it sliced with hot dogs sliced in half and grilled in a frying pan, and of course, B&M baked beans. So
of course.
Oh, of course. Well,
yeah.
The Boston version is the Boston version of English breakfast right there.
Well,
there you go.
Well, pretty much.
Rhode Island dinner.
Rhode Island dinner. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Cool. Yeah, I'm loving this though. That's good. All right. You know what? On that note, let's talk about you know what? I'm in the mood for a snickerdoodle.
Are you really?
I am. Unfortunately, I don't actually have a cookie.
What do you have?
I have a Hershey's Kiss Snickerdoodle Kiss.
Oh, they did Snickerdoodles this year.
They did Snickerdoodles, yeah. So I'm gonna have one of these.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna have to get them.
I don't know. We'll see where my glycemic index is.
Good stuff.
Is it?
It is. I highly recommend getting a bag. Here you go.
Is that your favorite Kiss that Hershey's has put out so far?
It's up there. I wouldn't say it's my favorite Kiss. I think just the regular Kisses are my favorite Kiss.
Especially when they're putting peanut butter cookies.
100%, sir.
those are the best.
Although you know what? I could maybe we got to make some Snickerdoodles and put these in the Snickerdoodles.
That's a little overkill.
It's a little overkill, but it'll be interesting. You like where I'm going.
But you know what my favorite sayings is. One of my favorite sayings is. Yeah, that's correct, grammar. Everything in moderation, including moderation.
Everything in moderation, including moderation. I love it. There you go.
That one around, and you'll come like, oh yeah. So it just basically means every now and then, throw the fuck down.
Exactly. You got it. You got to just
go for it
every now and then. Doug Smith commented. He says, "German beers throw malt." Yeah. Maybe. There you go. And then he also said he just picked up 3 cans of brown bread, toasted and buttered, the best.
There you go.
You know what? Now I got to go out and get
I gotta
go get some B&M brown bread.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to find it in my neighborhood. My neighborhood is very Hispanic. That's really probably not a thing here. I may have to head west a little bit to find it.
I do have to tell you, a brewery that I was associated with in the past. I won't say who, because they don't make the beer anymore, so it's pointless to say who.
Who?
Who? There you go. I said who.
I didn't find that pointless. That was fun.
There you go. They a couple of years in a row they made brown bread brown ale.
Okay.
and it was very, very good.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it was very, very good. Very tasty.
Was it malty?
A little bit.
Better.
Yeah, but no, it was very, very tasty. And to be honest with you, both years, I probably drank a decent portion of it myself, as opposed to what was sold in the tap room or in sales.
So you doubled its popularity.
Pretty much. So there you go. It was very good.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. There you
I
go.
got to make sure I've got the boot pointed in the right direction when I finish it.
There you go.
That's
So,
Stiefel.
Stifa, I have a question for you, gents.
Now let's read Brian's.
Brian's got a
message
comment.
first.
There you go.
Before you get to your question.
Mom made snickerdoodles. I'm assuming he meant my mom.
It could be mom, or maybe
could be mom. Maybe because her mom. Yeah.
Maybe that's what his grandmother, mom.
Mom made snickerdoodles. Loved them. Also made rum balls, snowballs, and butter cookies. Yes, butter cookies are. Butter cookies are that kind of cookie. I could just, they're like Lay's potato chips. You just keep popping them.
Yeah, My mom used to make these things called magic bars.
Oh yeah,
remember these?
About that, yep.
You take you melt butter and graham cracker, and then you pour it over graham crackers in the bottom of the pan.
Sure.
Then you've got shredded coconut, chopped pecans, and chocolate chips. You put that on top of that, and then you pour over top of it.
Brown bread?
Sweet and condensed milk. Yeah, brown bread. Sweet and condensed milk, and then you bake.
Oh God, yeah.
And then you bake that.
Uh-huh.
And oh my God, I love those. I'll be making them later this year. Wow, Christmas is coming really soon. I better be
Christmas Eve. Christmas is 1 week, 3 hours and 24 minutes from right now. So
I'll have to make them on. Well, no, I'm going to see Brian Book on Sunday.
Yes, you are.
You coming, Johnny?
I am not.
You said you were 90. No,
I was
90%.
I can't do it.
10% took over.
The 10%. Well, no. Other things that need to be done took over.
Well, that's okay.
I feel bad. I probably will not get to a game this year, but
don't feel bad. They suck. It's awful. It's gonna.
I'm not 100% upset about it.
I was thinking of selling my tickets, but who the fuck's going to buy them?
Nobody's.
No one's going to buy them. Yeah. You saw the attendance level at the last game, right? Well, it was about a quarter filled, and of that quarter filled, the 60% of it was Washington.
I was trying to go to the San Fran game. I couldn't get there. I was supposed to go to the Green Bay game. I won't say why I didn't go, but I didn't go. There was an outside shot I was going last week. I did not get there. I was hoping to go on the 21st. No such luck.
And it's funny as we're talking about this and commiserating over this. Guru has moved to one side so we can see Brady in the background there, because his team's having a really good season despite the fact that they blew a huge lead.
We did
against the Bills.
They did.
But
they did.
What are you going to do? And you know what? The Bills now, if they don't make it to the Super Bowl this year, they have no excuse because the Chiefs are gone. Mahomes isn't playing because he blew his ACL. So. This is if you're going to do it any year, this is going to be the year that you do it.
Well, they're still a game behind us, even though they beat us. So
but they'll still make the playoffs.
Yeah, they'll still make the playoffs. And in a way, it was a very, very disappointing game. The Pats played their asses off. I can't fault that, but
no, they did.
That happens sometimes. You lose the game.
If you're a Giants fan, it happens all the time.
Yeah,
despite what lead you have going into the fourth.
Well, we were in the past few years. We were in that mode as well. As a longtime Pats fan, many years when we were in that mode. But you move on to the next one, and we've got Baltimore, the Jets, and Miami. So I think we have a good chance of
there's
still winning the division. But we got to beat Baltimore Sunday night. They flexed us to 8:00. So. I am once again ripped off with my frickin' Sunday ticket, which is the biggest scam on the face of the earth. For $350 a year, you should get to see all the games. But this past game was not televised. It was not on Sunday Ticket because it was televised locally, and it was on CBS. And I don't get local. I have Sling TV, we don't watch a lot of television, so I'm not going to pay $100 a month for.
No.
I actually canceled Sling.
But I have a HD.
It's not worth it.
You cancel Sling?
Yeah, it's not worth it. Because you know why? It is, of course. So I didn't need Sling. I just, I can see I could definitely get all the local games unless they're on NFL Network.
Yeah, that's my problem. Is I have let's see, the Giants game was Monday Night Football, so that's ESPN. So I had to upgrade my Sling package to be able to see that because I don't get that with my $350 a year subscription.
Yeah, it's all off.
This week.
That's why I'm so glad I got this antenna.
It was on CBS. I do get HDTV. I do that. I have a Tableau, so I can record the games. My son works till 3 on Sunday, so I recorded it. But the reception is like really choppy. But we were able to watch it, but it's still annoying that I have to watch a choppy game when I know I'm paying $350 a year to the damn NFL. And then Sunday night, because they flexed it, is going to be on NBC, which doesn't come in at all, the NBC affiliate here.
Well, I'll get that one.
So we're going to have to go to Taco Mac. And I'm going to have to drink beer and eat wings while I'm watching this.
You know that.
Oh, you poor thing.
That's horrible.
And it's just,
how the hell could they do that to you? Seriously.
I mean, come on, NFL. Enough is enough.
They should pay. They should pay your bill at Taco Mac.
I've used worse words to the NFL than enough is enough. All right.
Yeah. It's usually on Facebook.
I know John sees it. That's good. So,
yeah.
Did you hear this? I have to ask that. I want this to turn into a sports podcast because it's not.
Yeah, let's do this and then
right.
Back to,
we can get on with it. Right.
Oh, we can get back to
cookies where I was going with that. But here, did you hear this? Sports commentator Nick Wright.
Is he wrong?
He said the other day. On Monday, he said, I'm not making this shit up if you didn't hear this. He said the other day, whoever wins the Super Bowl this year will get an asterisk because it's not a real win if Kansas City is not in the playoffs.
Oh, my God.
What a twat.
What exact brand of crack is this schmuck smoking?
Well, no. Well, the thing is, he must be like on the NFL payroll because or he might be. Is he an NFL ref?
No, he's on
because because once Brady retired, they turned into like big Mahomes fans,
right?
And Mahomes was the one that you couldn't touch.
Well, did you hear this though? There was this as well. I'll just say this:
I thought that was
history repeating itself. Both Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes suffered torn ACLs in their 9th seasons. Both ACL injuries came the year after losing a Super Bowl, with both quarterbacks already having won 3 Super Bowls, with 2 of them back-to-back prior to that.
The only difference is Brady tore his very early in the season, and we went 11-5 that year under Matt Castle.
Yep.
We still had Randy Moss, to be fair.
Yep.
But the freak of nature,
yeah, it's a little bit different than because the Chiefs are nowhere near 11-5, and they're not going to.
They're already eliminated.
And I just want to show this one really quick. This meme. It says, Kansas City, breaking news, Kansas City expected to sign John Elway. It's a picture of Gary Busey.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
And not a great picture.
Well, no, it's a picture of Gary Busey. That's all you need to know.
It's a fantastic picture. It's actually a fantastic picture of Gary Busey. But
there you go.
Well, somebody signed Phil Rivers and had him play last Sunday, which is not that far from Gary Busey, right?
Philip Rivers, 44. Here's the thing. All right. He was eligible for the Hall of Fame next year. Now he's not eligible for the Hall of Fame until 2031 because he played.
But I don't think he cares. He's getting.
I don't think he does either. However, he's not only getting a paycheck, but now he has another 5 years of NFL benefits for him and his 97 kids.
Nice.
And they won the game, didn't they?
No, they didn't. They almost did. They almost did. They almost did. They came this close. But
so what other cookies do we like?
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, what I was going to say is dessert wise. I'm big cookies for Christmas. I'm big on the cookies. Pies, cheesecake, stuff like that, pumpkin pies.
I like pie.
Yeah, I like pie too. But I'm big like that for Thanksgiving. For Christmas, I'm all about the Christmas so much. I'm all about the cookies.
What about the cookies?
All about the cookies for Christmas. But who eats fruitcake?
Me.
That guy? You what? American fruitcake or like a Stalin or a panettone or
Well, I'll definitely eat panettone too,
Or
but
plum
that's
pudding.
more that I consider that more bread than dessert because
well, it's not as
of the way I eat it,
definitely
the way I eat it and
it's
when I eat
definitely
it.
it's definitely not as dense. It's definitely yeastier.
So
And Stalin, not Joseph, is that's kind of a fruitcake as well. Again, not
It's
Joseph.
more of a bread.
He may have been,
My
more of a
opinion,
bread.
he may have been a
than a
fruitcake.
cake, but
Yeah.
it is definitely has dried fruits in it, and
Yeah.
I've had some fruitcakes that I've liked. I've had some fruitcakes that I absolutely despised. There's really very little gray area for me. It's either delicious or I'm
Yeah.
not touching it.
There's a company here in Georgia called Claxton that makes a very good traditional fruitcake. It reminds me of what my mother used to make, except she used rum in hers, which
Oh well, you have to use rum in it.
was very
Well,
good. But it's ubiquitous here.
I've got a lot of rum, but I don't know if I'm going to put it in a fruitcake. It's all for tiki drinks.
you can't
And
disappoint your tiki glasses.
Yeah.
And anybody who's on the audio does not see me looking lovingly at my bar and all the
rums you have.
I went shopping Saturday.
And my Hamilton Beach
did that.
drink mixer.
Yeah.
But
which we call
So Doug Smith apparently
Doug Smith, yeah, I gotta catch up on a couple of comments here. Doug Smith said, yes, magic bars similar to Congo bars. Good Lord, they ate
Yes.
good.
They ate good, yes. Who ate good?
Jump back to a Giants game for a second. Brian Boak said, I was at the last game. 27 felt like 15.
He's talking about the temperature, I think, because there's nothing to be excited about or get you riled up about.
Not so much, yeah. And then Doug Smith said, Pats need to beat the Ravens. Then we got Jets and Dolphins. Yeah. I don't think you're going to have a problem winning out. Both of you, I don't think you're going to have a problem winning out. So.
No, probably not.
There you go. And then he also said, fruitcake and eggnog junkie here. Yes.
Now, do you take your fruitcake and do you dunk it into the eggnog? See, now Doug Smith, he had put up a picture of a lot of cartoned eggnog. I'm not a fan of carton eggnog. I know Doug's very particular about his carton eggnogs that he finds the best. Right. But I make a lot. I make eggnog at home. But do you dunk your fruitcake into the egg?
No. Well, Doug, do you dunk your fruitcake in the egg?
I'm asking Doug. I'm not asking you.
I do not. I will eat fruitcake with beer, actually, with some beers that'll pair well with it. But I will not.
Do you spread anything on your fruitcake, like cream cheese, mayonnaise, tartar sauce?
Cyanide? No, none of that.
Anyway,
I'm just checking. You've got options.
Yeah, well, there are.
Pate.
Yeah, there you go. Some a little liverwurst on the fruitcake.
Braunschweiger.
Yeah, this is a German show. Yeah, Braunschweiger. There you go.
And there is a big difference between
No, there's a difference. I wouldn't say a big difference, but a difference.
The Braunschweiger is definitely a lot gamier.
Yeah. I mean, but
liverwurst is milder in the liver.
Yeah, Braunschweiger is finer and has more. To my taste, has more onion mixed in.
Yeah, there's definitely more onion in it. Yeah. Love fruitcake. Doug Smith said, "Yeah, but I will if I'm having." And he says, "I do not dunk." There he
no.
Okay.
I like it with coffee though. It's I don't dunk it in the coffee, but I think
I'll have it with
goes extremely well. The Claxton comes in like a 1-pound bar, and
keep
it chilled in the fridge, and you just cut
dense as hell.
Slice. Obviously, fruitcake is so rich, you don't need a
lot. You don't need a lot. You only get a little bit.
I have a feeling though that if you leave a fruitcake out too long, it rusts.
Hi, Vanessa.
Oh, hey, Vanessa Kitty.
How are you? Yeah, if you leave a fruitcake out too long, they rust. It rusts.
It will rust.
Exactly. But which we call it. Yeah, no, I don't. Certain beers, like Glogs, even what
about cocoa?
Southern Tier 2 Xmas is literally really good with fruitcake. Yeah.
Literally.
Anything that's
Well, you just went Gen Z with your usage of literally. It was unnecessary there.
no, literally, it's literally very good with fruitcake. It is delicious with fruitcake.
But it has a bad reputation. Some comedian said that only one
There's only
fruitcake,
one.
only one fruitcake has ever been made, and it's been gifted and
Been
regifted
gifted and
throughout
regifted
the world for all
everywhere.
eternity, right? So,
I thought you were talking. It has a bad rep. I thought you were talking about Southern Tier 2 Xmas.
no,
It's a bad rep. The comedian was.
I can't remember who that comedian was.
There you go.
It may have been Carlin.
Speaking of fruit, I think it is Carlin. Speaking of fruitcakes, Vanessa made 6 fruitcakes back on Thanksgiving Day. They're aging nicely. They will reach perfection on Christmas Day.
Just the right amount of rust.
Exactly. LOL. And then she said,
You got to accident.
LOL, if your fruitcake is going bad, it certainly was not made correctly.
What I'm going to translate that for you. Not enough
alcohol in it. Yeah.
yeah.
Tightly wrapped, it ages at 4 or more weeks, it will be nicely aged to eat. There you go.
And Vanessa Kitty, it's rum that you put in your fruitcake.
It's got to be rum. Yeah, absolutely.
It's got to be rum.
Yeah.
It has to be.
It's got to be rum. Yeah. And I would put some dark rum in. I would get a little molasses going in.
Oh, yeah.
A little more molasses.
Actually, I would think a Demerara rum would be.
Yeah, it's even sweeter. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
In my recollection, the amount of rum that goes in the fruitcake and the amount that goes in the cook are directly proportional to the size of the bottle. So, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. Hold on. Brian Bogue said, Thanksgiving of what year is that?
Appropriate question. She's with 0 alcohol.
And then Vanessa said 0 alcohol in hers, actually. And
I'm shocked.
Rum, yes, but no alcohol in these. Yeah. Rum, yes, but no alcohol. Rum, yes, but no alcohol in those that she made.
So rum and Vanessa, but not in the Got it.
Yeah, rum in the chef, not in the fruit.
No.
There you go.
That
tracks.
All it adds is flavor because the alcohol all boils off in the baking process. But
yeah. It's all about the flavor. Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
about the flavor.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is why I like the Jamaican rum cakes, because they put the rum in it, the alcohol cooks off, and then they soak it in rum.
Yeah,
to make
if
sure
you soak it in rum.
You soak. Yeah, you got it. You get a slice of rum cake that's made correctly, whether they made it with rum and then they soaked it. You go and get a slice of rum cake at a restaurant. It should be served. It shouldn't be served to anyone under 21 because
nope.
You're going to get more drunk off of that than you will off of 3 drinks. Yeah.
Oh, and then you get the Baba O'Rome.
There you go.
I like those too.
And then she said, "Oh wait, hold on." She said, "Quadrupled her family recipe, made 6 fruitcakes."
What? How does that? Well, we're not allowed to math.
You can't math on the show. Yeah, pirate rum on the side.
There you go.
I said too many meds, so she's not drinking it. And then she said, "I can soak it now. You may enjoy it quite well, and they are sponges for alcohol."
Yes.
I can't tell you how many fruitcakes are in my family, and some of them are sponges. Some of them are sponges for alcohol too.
100%. Right.
Right
here. There you go.
Here you.
There you go. Any other desserts besides cookies and fruitcake that we talked about?
Well, here's the thing is, and this is becoming like every time I did something, Carrie wants to stab me because I keep bringing up tiramisu.
There's a lot of reasons Carrie wants to stab you, but it's not limited to that.
No, there's not. But I keep bringing like tiramisu because I haven't had a good tiramisu in a while. But being part British, I'm also part Irish, so I hate myself.
You're part a lot of
things. But trifle.
Oh yeah.
I love trifle.
Ladyfingers, coffee, beef sautéed in peas and onions.
No coffee. That's tiramisu. You're Italian, not it.
Beef sautéed in peas and onions.
There you go. And a little bangers and mash and some bubble and squeak, and let's get some eel pudding in there too. No, you had ladyfingers right, but it's I believe it's brandy.
It's brandy and trifle.
It's brandy. And then you throw the frozen fruit in there, frozen mixed fruit, but you throw it in and then you pour bird's custard while it's still hot over top of it to melt it. Then you do them a couple layers. Then you put it in the fridge, and there's just this magic overnight where everything just congeals together. And then you do your whipped cream on top of it with your nonpareils or whatever thing else you want to put on it.
It's basically English tiramisu, basically.
It is ish. I prefer tiramisu.
I do as well. I like trifles, but I prefer tiramisu.
One time I did a trifle. I did it a little differently. I made brownies and cut the brownies into ladyfingers.
Uh-huh.
Then I sprayed them down with amaretto.
Okay.
And then I did bananas, strawberries, and chocolate pudding.
Okay.
And then a cocoa whipped cream over the top.
It's a little decadent. I would love to taste that. As delicious as that sounds, I would do blondies.
No, I wanted straight up. I wanted a chocolate.
I was going to say it's a chocolate plum. I would do blondies.
Oh, and I shaved dark chocolate.
Blondies with the brandy.
But I shaved.
I would make the actual trifle, but not ladyfingers. Use the blondies as the ladyfingers.
No, but I shaved dark chocolate over the top of the whipped cream.
Of course you did.
Because
just because. That's why.
Because everything was chocolate. Exactly. But there was some fruit in there, so it made it healthy.
There you go. Vanessa Kitty said, LOL, real fruit cake's not the human kind.
Yeah, because if you soak the humankind in alcohol for too long...
They like it, for one
thing.
They
like it. No, they do.
They do.
Plum pudding, that's the other thing she likes.
Plum pudding is good.
Plum pudding is
she's mentioned plum pudding quite often.
She has. Yeah, she definitely has. Yeah. Pretty close to fruit cake, but has beef suet to help it stay less dense.
It does.
And to help it be less shelf stable.
No plums.
Yeah, plum pudding is steamed. There you go. Yeah, yes, very little plums in plum pudding.
When plum pudding was originated in England, plum was the popular name for raisins at the time, and it does have raisins, and that's where the name comes from. So, little trivia there.
There you go. And Doug just said his wife makes a Black Forest cake trifle. Insane good. I would love to have that. Black Forest cake. I love Black Forest cake. I absolutely adore Black Forest cake.
Same.
As we drink German beers, I absolutely adore Black Forest cake.
And what about German chocolate cake?
German chocolate cake with rum.
But it's not German.
What?
That's not German.
No. I didn't say it was.
German chocolate cake recipe is American.
Make German chocolate cake.
It's not German.
It's not German anyway, right? Make German
chocolate cake
and put a little with a little rum on it.
It's kind of like the pickle on your Christmas tree. You think it's German, but it's not.
It's not. There you go.
It's a German-American thing for sure, but it's not German.
I have a poem for you.
And then Vanessa Kitty said plum is actually raisins, 3 types of raisins. Absolutely.
I've got a poem for you. You might think it's funny. I'm sorry. When your nose is runny and you kiss your honey, you might think it's funny, but it's not.
Alrighty, there you go.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
Is this thing on?
Hello. There you
go.
Yeah, I'll be here all week. Don't forget to tip your bartenders.
Try the veal.
There you go. Yeah. Now, so if they call plum pudding plum pudding because of raisins, shouldn't it be prune pudding?
Those are like the raisin equivalent for.
You're over
the raisin equivalent of plums, right? I mean,
dried plums.
Dried plums, right? Exactly.
Okay, so I poured my third.
There you go. Hold on one second.
Once again, raising the stakes in this show.
Yes. Raising the stakes on the show. There you go. I think the name German was from the guy who made the cake. Yes,
that's right.
Oh, in that
his
case,
name was like Joey German or something like that.
Well, no, in that case, it'd be pronounced German. We've been pronouncing it wrong. Exactly. German chocolate cake.
Exactly. What did you pour there, Samurai, for your third beer?
Regret.
I won't put the crawl up until you say it. So there you go.
I will regret this. First, I'm going to show you
the beer. The can actually looked at you, or the bottle actually looked at you and said, "You will regret me."
Yeah, and this dude looks judgy. We'll show you in a minute. Does. But first, I poured it into this.
Cool.
R2D2.
Does it have Christmas lights on it?
Yeah, it does. It's my Christmas R2D2 mug. This is a character whose mouth was so damn foul they bleeped everything he ever said.
I see what you did there.
But what I poured in there, speaking of foul, and should be censored.
Delicious. Right there.
Stanislaus.
Stanislaus.
But see, does he not look judgy as hell?
He's definitely judgy.
He's definitely judging you, going, "Why are you drinking this, you friggin' alcoholic? What is wrong with you?" This is a 14% beer. It's listed as a malt liquor, and we learned while I was at Higgins, when I was in Munich at Higgins Ale Works, what malt liquor means. It just means that it's any beer brewed in Germany, or in this case, Austria. In this case, that doesn't adhere to Reinheitsgebot. So that means there's some sort of additive in here that is not a grain, yeast, water, or a hop.
Right.
Malt liquor?
Yes, they have to
call it malt liquor. They can't call it beer or ale or lager. Because
that's an American term, so that would be to sell it in this market.
Well, that's the translation. To sell in this market, that is the translation. And we learned while I was at Higgins, they said it in German, and in German it's about 87 characters long.
And keep in mind, Higgins Ale Works in Munich, the owners of Higgins Ale Works, and
they're from Jersey.
Paul and Jen, right? They're from Jersey.
I think they're from Deptford.
They're from Deptford, right? Yeah, from Jersey. Yeah.
They're from Deptford. But yeah, it's like 87 characters to say malt liquor in German, and it's of course only one word.
Malts.
Because that's how they do things there. But so the Slimischloss, there's stuff floating. I guess I didn't clean this out very well. I thought
you do realize poured into that mug, it's a light beer.
Because the lights. There's got to be some kind of pun in here.
Hey, I'm gonna have fun considering this is probably the last time you guys will have me on the show after these jokes, but.
Yes. We've considered. There's been many times we've had.
Yes, I know. I'm sure.
We've had a vote.
Yes.
I would like to say one thing. You've been on this show many times. The most amount of times in any one calendar year that you've been on the show was this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm moving up in the world. Cool.
You're moving up in the world. Yep.
I'm going to put that on my performance appraisal.
I think you should. I'll write a little side note.
And if you need references, yes, don't call us.
I will not list you guys. That's for sure.
No, do that. Oh, you know what this tastes like?
Beer?
Stanislaus.
It tastes like malt liquor. Right.
Yeah, this tastes like Colt 45.
Yeah, when I hear malt liquor, now obviously there's malt liquor. When I hear malt liquor, I think of Billy D. Williams. Colt 45.
I'm expecting a bull to come crashing through his door at any moment.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, he was in Star Wars, so I mean,
he was Lando Calrissian.
Yeah. There you go. And my third one is Dave's second one, and it's right there. Delicator or Deli Caterer.
Deli Caterer. I like that. Tell me if you don't get toffee and brown bread.
I'm going to do it right now. It's a pretty beer too. It's nice, and I mean it's definitely garnet, dark ruby. You can't really tell. It looks like a stout here, but it's not.
Okay, look. So it's a Guinness?
No, it's not.
Oh,
I am getting brown bread. You're not wrong. Yeah,
and toffee.
Mm-hmm. Toffee and brown bread. Little dark fruit, but definitely I'm
a little bit, but not.
I'm
but
getting
more
where
in the case.
I'm getting where you're going.
More like raisin, not like the fig.
Yeah, no, not heavy dark fruit, not figs, not prunes, not any of that. It's definitely just very, very light raisin, but it's more the brown bread, the raisins in the brown bread, right?
But not golden raisins.
No, not golden raisins.
Not golden raisins.
There you go.
The dark stuck together, you can pull it out in one big block.
Exactly, John.
remember those?
I remember those. Just you open the thing. It was the wax paper on it. Poof, they just fell in one glop.
And you got this big block, and there's like
you just like rip it. I didn't even bother taking one off. I just ripped like 17 off and threw my mouth.
But you have to inspect it because you're like, one of these has to be a cockroach, right?
John, you poured a third beer, right?
Yes, I am joining you guys in the BioVeda train. So.
BioVeda, there you go. Very nice.
In your Tucker glass, which
I do not have a Tucker glass.
Yeah.
I do not have a Tucker glass.
I let my wife try this beer. I took her a few sips, but she got the laugh.
Oh, I'm glad that we're all saying it right, not calling it Toucher.
Tucker, yeah.
because that would be inappropriate.
Not touch her. Yeah.
And it's like, so the locker room guy's HR department wants to speak to you.
Exactly. Oh, that's funny.
These jokes are so bad, people may tune out to go watch the Trump press conference.
Yes. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, man.
Or they may tune out to go watch replays of the Giants season. No, they haven't gotten that.
All right.
Survivor. Do people still watch Survivor? Isn't this the last one? But
there's a lot of people that watch Survivor, more than I ever realized that actually did. It's insane.
Yeah, Survivor Baffin Island, I think, was a really bad idea.
Mm-hmm. All right,
you have to know where Baffin Island is.
Baffin Island. So
that's in the Arctic Circle.
Vanessa just said, it is a raisin pudding, actually, but here in New England, a number of desserts came from the English. Oh, of course.
Oh, geez, it's called New England. But some of the best desserts in New England right now come from the Portuguese.
Yeah. All right. On that note, I just want to take a detour really quick and bring up something, and I want John to bring up something that he posted on Honest Craft Beer Reviews earlier today or yesterday about some beer he ordered from the brewery.
You ordered some beer, John?
The brewery. Actually, my wife ordered it.
Yes, Barbara ordered it.
Right? I had been toying with the idea of getting a case of 12 beers of Christmas,
Sure.
which are split bottles. They're $3.75s.
Right.
They're not. It's $125 for 12, the 12 beers. But there's like two that I've never had before. I don't see them in Georgia anymore. So I was toying with it. But anyway, my wife hacked my brewery. I was going to get me it for
There's
Christmas.
one I have, and it's a 750 right there. It's Partridge in a Pear Tree.
Yeah, Yep.
I saw it up in New York State at a DeChico's.
But in the big bottles, they've only released them one a year, right?
Yes.
And I guess that's one of the attractions of the box is that you get all
12, yeah.
You get all 12, and they're all.
I gotta find the Scotch ale. I have to find somebody who has. I gotta get a Scotch ale.
It's very good, actually. I think I have one bottle of one of them left, and that's it. And there's two that I've never been able to find. Is it 10 Drummers Drumming? I think, or what have you. But
well, whenever you get up this way, or I come down that way, if you split the Scotch ale with me, I will bring the 750 of the.
Cool. That sounds good. That sounds
Partridge in a Pear Tree.
But anyway, she came to me and she's like, "Okay, well, you know what? I was going to get this as a surprise, but it's $46 for shipping. Why don't you just pick some others out? And it's $200. It's free shipping, so bring it up to $200, and that could be one of your Christmas presents." So I did.
How'd you upscale it? What'd you get on there?
I got the Walnutter. I got Black Tuesday. I got
Black Tuesday is such a great beer.
A couple others. There was, I can't remember. There was like a barley wine. In a small
one bottle. Of my favorites they did was called Beauregard. Remember Beauregard?
Beauregard's good.
No, I don't think I've ever had that one.
It's sour blueberry.
That wasn't on the. I don't remember seeing it. It could have been on the list, but
Sour in the Rye is fantastic.
Oh, Sour in the Rye is amazing.
Gray Monday is very good. Chocolate Rain is fantastic.
Oh, Chocolate Rain is so good. Yeah, because John and I know a bar owner who was part of the club, and
most of these I had with Ryan. Yes.
Yeah, Ryan.
Anyway, go ahead, John.
Well, yeah. So we picked out $200 for it, and she ordered it. And they said she got a confirmation that the order was received. They charged her credit card, and
then they said they wouldn't ship to your state.
No, then they said they sent us a link and said track it on Shop app. They never sent us tracking. And then Georgia is one of the states they ship to, so that's all well and good. Actually, surprisingly, Georgia is pretty good for shipping beer. I ended up getting a number of the Goose Island beers. All of them were over 14%, so you cannot legally buy them in Georgia, but you can have them shipped here, which is stupid.
Interesting.
But anyway, week and a half goes by. It says it's coming UPS, and you'll see the tracking and the notification on Shop that it's shipping to you. Nothing. We didn't hear anything. Week and a half later. So she emails them. She doesn't hear anything for several days. And then she gets she gets an email reply that says, yes, your order will ship, but we have a problem with our bottle vendor, and all online orders are currently unavailable. We expect it to ship by the end of December, but we can't say for certain. But we look forward to shipping you some great beers. So
boy.
my issue is with the fact that, first of all, they had to have some. We bought a bunch of them. They had to have some of them in stock. Okay, so the 12 beers is a box. So maybe if they don't have some of them, I get it. They know that people are buying these for Christmas presents,
but maybe it was the additionals that are causing the shipping issue.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but ship what you have is, or partial ship or something would be, if you know people are buying these for Christmas. But that's not even the biggest concern. I have loads of beer. I'm not, if I got to wait, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll drink a few in January, and I'll save some for Christmas in July, and maybe drink some next year. These are not beers you have to drink within,
Nope.
5 minutes after you get it out of the parking lot from the brewery. But the real disappointment for me was the
On the way
total
home.
lack of communication. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
they didn't tell us anything. They didn't tell us it wasn't coming.
And if she didn't email them, they would not have told you that.
Yep. And then, so I was very disappointed with this, and I went to their Facebook page and I put a comment on one of their posts where they're still trying to sell this stuff to other people. No.
Knowing that they can't ship.
No, guess what? We can't ship this stuff currently, but go place an order and buy some of it, and maybe you'll get it for Christmas of 2026. Nothing like that. And somebody else messages me and says, exact same problem. There's a chat going on Beer Advocate, and people are complaining about it. So I was very disappointed because I've always had, I've loved their beers over the years, but I've never bought beer directly from them before. And I don't know, to be honest with you, I don't know that we would ever do it again after this experience. Still don't know when we're going to get it. And like I said, that's fine. I mean, I got more beers than I can drink. I'm very fortunate in life. So I'm not going to complain about that. People have much bigger problems in this world right now than not being able to get beers in time for Christmas. But
that is correct.
It's always communication. I feel like, these days you're paying more for everything. The sizes are going down, but the service is declining too. And there's just no commitment to, the customer in a lot of cases. And it's very disappointing to me. So
yeah, don't disagree with that at all.
Just a word of advice to anybody that's considering buying beers online from the brewery. Yeah. That's my experience. So,
yeah, I just noticed the other day I got a pack of Funny Bones. The Funny Bones are a lot smaller now, but at least they come 3 to a pack rather than 2 to a pack. So it's not quite shrinkflation, but you've changed the ratio.
Yeah,
right.
And that's not a good thing.
I did, however, just get a Tavor crate. Yesterday or the day before, and I did get a can of this in it from Bombastic Brewing.
You like them?
Business. It's an Adam beer, a strong German ale.
Hold on a second.
So we're holding on a second. Dave is getting up. He took his headphones off.
This is big.
This is definitely big. This is definitely up. We hear noise. Of course, you hear it anyway. I don't have to tell you we hear noise. What did you get there? Samurai? Oh, look at that! You got an Adam beer, did you?
I've had this for about a month.
Well, I held my crate out for a bit to add a little bit to it.
So I've had that for a little bit.
There you go.
Anyway.
There you go. So I got a few things in here, but at some point I'll have that on the show. It's certainly not the Adam beer from Hair of the Dog.
Cherry of the Woods.
Cherry Adam from the Wood.
Cherry Adam from the Wood.
We had it on the show, and
have you drank it?
There's another one I have not. There we go. That's Hair of the Dog right there.
There we go.
All right. But 2 weeks from last night, I will be having this Hair of the Dog on the show.
I've got one of those. I see that right there.
Don barley wine. There you go. So, that's going to be a sloppy. It's going to be a good show. There you go.
better for you than for most, but yes, it's going to be a good show.
Exactly.
Yeah, the show will start off okay, get a little better for all of our viewers, and then become incomprehensible.
Exactly. I'll be having this beer on the show as well. So,
Wow, how'd you that?
somebody
That's-
brought this back from Europe. for
That
me.
actually doesn't exist, and you can't get that in this country.
You can't. Somebody brought it back from Europe for me. There you go. Who
And-
did that? Who did that?
And it's appropriate that you're showing this on National.
That is
Maple Syrup
why
Day.
National Maple Syrup Day. It is a imperial stout, Heaven Hill barrel aged maple and vanilla imperial stout.
Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy that one.
Mike drop.
Mic drop. Boop. There you go.
Yeah.
So those two beers and a third, and I'll be good to go. And that day as well, or the next day as well, I have to work all day that day. And the next day I got to wake up at 6 a.m. as well. So that's
You
going
will
to
not be so good to go the next day, but
I
that
will.
night
I
you'll-
will.
Yeah, that night you'll be good to go.
And we're going out for the first time in a very long time. Jess and I are going out for New Year's Eve to
Very nice.
to actually a function, a place, a open bar for 5-hour open bar and all you can eat.
Nice. We may be going out New Year's Day to, and Doug, I hope you're listening. We might be going to Hunan Taste.
Hunan Taste, very good. I'll be sleeping. I'll be in and out of consciousness and watching Honeymooners.
As is your want.
As is I want. Yeah, exactly. John, what's your favorite Honeymooners episode? I know that's asking you like what's your favorite child, but still,
It's been so long. I'll be honest. I love the Honeymooners, but I haven't seen them in a long time, so I can't think of.
I only watch the Honeymooners honestly every New Year's Day. That's the only time I watch Honeymooners.
I actually do know what my favorite episode is.
What is that?
The one where Ralph's going on Name That Tune.
The $99,000 answer. Humana. Ed Norton.
Yes, the one.
Yeah.
Hey, Ed Norton. When
Swanee River.
Stop fooling around.
Yeah, no, that was Eddie Murphy. That wasn't the Honeymooner.
Oh, that's a different one.
No, mine is actually the Chef of the Future. I mean, the other classic, the other 38 of the classic 39 are all tied for number 2, right? But yeah, the Chef of the Future when they're doing the commercial. Oh, it can core apple. That's definitely tops on my list. That and when Norton is sleepwalking and he gets him the dog, Lulu. So anyway, we've lost about anybody under the age of 60.
Yeah, me included.
Yeah, I love the Honeymooners. And it's funny that you said that, Dave, because the very first Honeymooners episode that I ever saw, to my knowledge, that I can remember ever seeing, was the $99,000 answer. Yeah. And that was on Thanksgiving sometime in the early 70s. That was the first one.
Well, you were just a wee tyke.
When I was a wee tyke.
Just a wee lass.
Mm-hmm.
Lass?
No, lass is lad. Lass is a woman. I'm a lad. I was a lad, not a lass.
Sure.
There you go. At least I think I was. Hold on. Yeah.
Boing.
Boing. There you go. Let's play with our balls again. All right, there we go. Anyway. All right. I think it's time for top threes.
That's one of the advantages of Staradumsky's. He can be playing with his ball the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. His ball is below his camera. So he can just.
Why do you think I wore this hat? Yeah.
That's an open. What is that? 149. There you go. 149.
So the top threes, huh? And John, what are the top threes tonight?
Our top threes tonight, I thought it only fitting with John on the show. One of the last top three lists we did with John several months ago, and the fact that it is the holiday season. Our top three list tonight is top 3 favorite Christmas songs that were released in the 1980s. Top 3 favorite Christmas songs that were released in the 1980s.
You're trying to do your best Casey Kasem there?
My best Casey Kasem, yes. There you go. So, John, start us out, please.
Okay, I gotta look at my phone because
How about it?
I know what the songs are, but the years and the albums are
No, you're good.
actually, and some of these are on obviously More than one album. So first we will do.
So you said you had some. You said you had some honorable mentions, and then your top three.
The
right?
runners up. Okay, here.
Runners up. Runners up.
And the first runner up is from Very Special Christmas album, 1987, which was a really, really good album.
Fantastic album.
And it is Do You Hear What I Hear by Whitney Houston. Just
beautiful rendition.
Love that song. She did a great job on that. There are 2 songs on my list from that album. The next runner-up is from 1986. It is Christmas at Ground Zero by Weird Al Yankovic. I love that song. It's from his album Polka Party, but it's also on Dr. Demento's Christmas album too,
Nice.
which has a lot of great songs from the 80s, and actually I think it's got some from the 70s.
Mostly 70s, and I think there's one from the 60s on there too.
I would not be surprised. I know Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer's on there. That's 70s.
No, it's not. It's 80s.
That is an
80s.
Is it really?
Early. It's like 83, I think it was.
Do you know that my grandmother took that song personally?
It was like 83, I believe.
She hated when we played
100%.
that.
She took it personally.
Yeah, she did. I swear to God.
Well, hopefully she never got run over by a reindeer, but
she did not.
My next runner-up is What Can You Get a Wookiee for Christmas, which is from Christmas in the Stars from 1980. Goes right along with Dave's Mug.
See, but that's I think that's inaccurate because it's called Wookiee Life Day.
Yeah, in Star Wars it's Wookiee Life Day, but for us Earthlings, it was on that particular album. And one of the reasons I love it so much is because it was actually played on the radio then, and my mother loved it. And every time that either I played it, now I had the LP, the album at the time in 1980, either I played it or it came on the radio, she would immediately break into dance, and she would just dance around the room. Awesome. And I still have visions in my head of that.
That's a fantastic.
Yeah, memory. So that was great. Now to the list of the top 3, and the first one is by Bob and Doug McKenzie. It's 12 Days of Christmas from Great White North. Mm-hmm. Their album 1980.
And a toque.
There you go. And a beer in a tree, right?
And a beer in a tree.
No, it was 5 gold. It was 5
golden toques. Yeah, and a beer in a tree. Yeah, 5 golden toques.
In a
beer in a tree. Right, there you go.
But that was on their Great White North album from 81. But that's also on the Dr. Demento album too, if anybody's keeping track. The next one is actually a song that I didn't like when it first came out, because I am so my parents always listened to really, classic Christmas music, and I really grew up listening to it and loved it. And it's Little Drummer Boy. I like the original version so much by Harry Simeone Choir that I don't know, I couldn't tolerate another version, but it has grown on me immensely over the years. It's by Bob Seger. It's on Very Special Christmas from 87.
Mm-hmm.
What song was it? I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Little Drummer
Boy. Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah, Little Drummer Boy by Bob Seger, and it's just one of my favorite versions now. I just think it's awesome. And then the top one for me would be it's hard to pick a song off this album because I almost never listen to a song off this album. I listen to the entire album every time. But it's We Three Kings from Mannheim Steamroller from their Christmas album from 1984. And that's my favorite song on that album, but that's a very difficult decision. It's just a fantastic album. So
there you go. Awesome.
You okay, John?
No, I'm just reading something. All right, cool. That's awesome. All right, Samurai, have at it.
So I also have 3 honorable mentions. Well, 2 of them are actually. Well, one of them is an album, and that would be Bob Rivers' "Twisted Christmas." This album ruins so many Christmas songs for so many people. with songs along the lines of "The Restroom Door Said Gentlemen," "The 12 Pains of Christmas." One light goes out, they all go out.
Who's it by?
Bob Rivers.
Bob Rivers, right? Yeah.
And then there's the chimney song. There's something stuck up on the chimney, and I don't know what it is, but it's been there since last Christmas. Just a really twisted song. Anyway, so that's my third. My number two is in honor of the passing of Rob Reiner, and it's called "Christmas with the Devil" by Spinal Tap. It's a song that was put out in '84. Fun song. Another one is, and this echoes your little drummer boy there, John. My top honorable mention, almost cracked the top three, and it's the reason it's honorable mention. It would have been higher up. Is the fact that it first came out in '77, but it came out on TV and wasn't released as an album, a record, until '82. So it was released in '82, so it kind of qualifies for the list. But that's David Bowie and Bing Crosby doing "Peace on Earth."
That was like a 78, 79.
77.
77?
It was when it was on Bing Crosby's Christmas special.
Good though.
And David Bowie came on, but it was then released as a single in '82, 5 years later, and 4 years after Bing's passing in '78. So now for my top three. My number three is off that album that you mentioned, John, Very Special Christmas, which was just such an amazing album. That's when my number two is also off that album, and that is the Coventry Carol by Alison Moyet, or Moyet.
What was it?
The Coventry Carol.
Is that one on the '87 version?
That is, yes, that's '87.
Okay.
Yeah. Luli Lule. You know, there's and that song, I actually, Doug knows this, but one of the tiki drink that I invented for the holidays is called Luli Lule, Lei in this case. So Coventry Carol is one of my favorite carols. Actually, probably my favorite carol is Carol of the Bells, which is Mannheim Steamroller. Yeah. Is one of my favorite versions of that, by the way, off that very album you mentioned, John. Yes. But my number one is a song that the older I get, the more this one hits home. And this one came out in '89, so it barely qualifies. And it's from Jethro Tull, and it's called "Another Christmas Song." And if you've got kids and you're starting to get up there in years, this song will hit home when you listen to it. It's really an amazing song. I consider Ian Anderson at his best. Years ago, he had done a song called "A Christmas Song," and that's a good song. But "Another Christmas Song" that he did, I think that's tops.
Which one was it again?
Another Christmas.
Another Christmas song. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Cool. We'll check it out.
Yeah, you gotta check that one out. It's it'll stick with you.
There you go.
I really like 12 Pains of Christmas you mentioned, by the way, and that is also on that Dr. Demento Christmas album.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I went all pop. I mean, you guys dug deep. I mean, that's awesome. You guys really did. And that 12 Days of Christmas, I got to be honest with you, I absolutely love the Great White North, that Bob and Doug McKenzie, that 5 golden toques, and a beer in a tree. I mean, how can you not?
In
a tree. I mean, it's freaking, it's fantastic. But I went all pop. And it's things that I have that are on a playlist that we either have here or and make no mistake, there's songs from the 50s, from the 60s. I mean, there's Jingle Bell Rock from Brenda Lee. And I swear she says fucking pie, not pumpkin pie. You listen to that? She says fucking pie. I don't care what you tell me.
If she doesn't, I do. So
right. But anyway, and there's some jazz classics on there too. There's a lot of on my playlist. I'm just saying, right? There's some things that a lot of jazz musicians, smooth jazz musicians, David Benoit, Mark Egan, both of whom I've met. But great guys. A lot of other artists, Dave Valentine, Lee Ritenour, and
Well, if you're
even piano stuff like B.G. Adair and David Benoit. Even he's doing a lot of the Peanuts stuff. He does Peanuts stuff.
Oh,
Charlie Brown Christmas,
that's the penis
not
stuff.
penis stuff. No,
Yeah,
Peanuts.
You've been playing with your balls too much. Okay.
I've been playing with my
Yeah.
playing my balls too.
Well, the thing is, if you're going to go there, the one thing that almost made my list, almost made an honorable mention, but it's a cover of a Louis Armstrong song.
Hello, Donnie.
No,
That's Jimmy
not
Durante,
that one. But it was Buster Poindexter. Is that you, Santa Claus?
Is that you, Santa Claus?
Old Louis Armstrong.
Oh
Classic.
yeah, that's great.
But he redid it.
So mine are
in the 80s.
Yeah, and like I said, I went all pop. My honorable mentions are, and yes, and only because it's something that's always on. It's on everybody's playlist. It's on mine. Jess likes the song. We listen to the song. It's one of the ones that annoy people because they hear it so much. And there's
is it Mariah?
No.
Yes.
And that's 90s anyway. So
yes, it is.
And it does annoy somebody. It's a very polarizing song, but it doesn't. The original version doesn't bother me as much as you think it would, and it definitely made my honorable mention for 80s. And that's Last Christmas from Wham.
I almost put it on my list.
Yeah.
It doesn't annoy me.
It doesn't annoy me. That's why it's on my list. Yeah,
no,
it's very polarizing. Some people, it'll come on, and some people will literally not even change the channel. They'll just turn the radio off.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
I think it has stood the test of time.
It definitely has.
I think it's now a classic Christmas song. I love
it.
It
is a classic Christmas song, 100%.
I like it too.
My second honorable mention, a little different, and that's Christmas in Hollis from Run DMC.
Off Very Special Christmas, by the way.
Yeah, there you go. It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mom's cooking chicken and collard greens.
Yep.
Rice and stuffing, macaroni and cheese, and Santa puts gifts under Christmas trees. There you go. Anyway, so that's my number 2 honorable mention. And my number 3 honorable mention has nothing to do with the 80s, but on any Christmas song list, I have to mention my favorite Christmas song of all time. Trumps everything else. Sorry, I used that word. And it is Dominic the Donkey. Dominic the Donkey. Yeah.
I knew there's
Lou Monte. When he brings
when you talk about Christmas beer, John's going to mention Celebration. You mentioned Christmas songs. He's got to bring
Dominic the Donkey. There you go. So
that's his.
I listened to that song so much in the 80s that for me it was an 80s song right there.
And I gotta admit that was the favorite Christmas song of my buddy Rudy that passed away this year. So Rudy, we're thinking about you.
Rudy, absolutely.
Beep 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 beep.
There you go.
To Rudy.
All right. So my top 3. Here we go. Number 3. Hall & Oates, Jingle Bell Rock.
They did a great version of it. They Philadelphia-sized.
They definitely did. I do like the song. A couple of lines, the way Daryl Hall sings it. When I'm listening to Jingle Bell Rock from someone else, I throw in what they would say. My number 2, Christmas, Baby Please Come Home from U2.
That's a great. Also from Very Special
Christmas. Yep. That was fantastic.
So many great songs came up.
They did.
And Very Special Christmas 2, the second one was fantastic as well, but that was in the 90s.
It was in the early 90s, yeah. And then my number 1 song from the 80s is for the Waitresses, Christmas Wrapping.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
They've graced me with the world's smallest turkey. Yeah. Wait, you forgot cranberries too?
You forgot cranberries too? There you go. And Jess always mentions every year that that song was actually in her favorite TV show of all time.
That would be
the Gilmore Girls in season 1. It was in the Christmas episode.
My wife loves that show too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll confess it's not bad. I've watched the episode. We used to watch them together, and it's.
I know. I've looked. I've seen. I will not hold back. I've seen every episode with her. I probably remember more lines of the episodes than she does, and it's her favorite.
Stars Hollow.
Absolutely. It was a very well written show.
Yeah,
and very well acted show. It was fantastic.
The character development in that show was very fantastic, even to the point where it's like, Oh, we're back to Rob Reiner now. Sally Struthers was fantastic.
Yeah, Sally Struthers was great in it. Everybody, and even the B characters and everything else in it, they were well written, very well done show. Who wouldn't want to live in a town like that?
Like Stars Hollow, right?
You know,
a lot of people forget that's where Melissa McCarthy got her start.
It was. She's probably the biggest actor of anybody. Maybe Matt Zuckery. Matt Zuckery's kind of pushing it there, and Milo Ventimiglia. Certainly, but yeah,
we're talking about size or
not size? No. But no, Melissa McCarthy's probably the most successful of anybody out of that show. But there's plenty of characters, plenty of actors and actresses that have been actors that have been in that show that are fantastic.
Yeah, one of them moved on to be a star in Supernatural.
Yeah, Jared Padalecki.
Yes.
Dean Forrester.
Yes.
In return, my wife agreed to watch Picket Fences with me, and
there you go.
Another show that,
I had in return to watch me watching Gilmore Girls, all the episodes with her. She agreed to watch Blacklist with me.
So I now can't deny that I was a Gilmore Girls fan.
No, I like I said, I could probably quote more lines than she can. And she's been watching it since it came out. I've only been watching it for since after
Doug Smith put his top 3 up,
and it was fantastic. But Christmas wrapping, to wrap up my list. Christmas wrapping, yeah, that's a great song. And today, and I mentioned this to Dave earlier. Today I did hear a version that it started out like, oh, well, this is Christmas wrapping, and all of a sudden they started singing. I'm like, this is not the Waitresses. So I Shazammed it on my phone. The Spice Girls. I never knew this. The Spice Girls did a version of Christmas wrapping. That's what I heard.
I may have to listen to that.
It was all right, but it wasn't the Waitresses. So
it wasn't.
Not. There you go. Okay. Where are we? Oh my God, I'm back a little bit here. We got Johnny Crowley said, "Bad joke. Now I can drink my beer."
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh boy!
But
we
don't know what joke it was.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the joke was. But, and he said, "Oh no, it is." And then he said, "Cool mug," though, and it was a bad joke. It was it was one of the R2.
I'll drink to
it. Was one of the R2.
Yeah. Vanessa Kitty said, "I plan on buying the latest Utopias before New Year's Eve."
Someone's got some expendable cash.
Okay, have at
a lot of expendable cash if they're going to do that.
Have at it.
Yeah.
Brian Boak said, "Colt 45." We were talking about malt liquor earlier. There you
go. Brian's legendarily known as a big fan of Colt 45.
Well, of course, 1,000 miles. His top 3s are 2,000 Miles from the Pretenders. Great. Do They Know It's Christmas Time at All by Band-Aid? If I didn't put Dominic the Donkey as not a joke, but as a, hey, it's my song or whatever. 100%. Do They Know It's Christmas Time at All by Band-Aid would have been on there. And Doug, you and I are lockstep. Boom, right there. Christmas wrapping.
Well, the thing with the Do They Know It's Christmas, when I was my freshman year in college, we had in our building, we had 6 floors, and they had the 6 floors compete against each other in a whole bunch of different events. One of them was lip sync. And so a lot of the floors, what they did, they only sent like a couple of people to the lip sync, and they did that. Our whole floor competed together in the lip sync, and we did Do They Know It's Christmas.
Nice.
I got to be Springsteen.
Did you?
So yeah, so that was fun. My brother was Bob Dylan because he had a big nose. But that's probably the only reason. Oh, and he had a leather jacket. I think that he was like the only person on the floor who had a leather jacket. So, and I had a jean jacket, so that's why I got to be Springsteen, because I had a jean jacket.
There you go.
Or is it, what do they call those? Kentucky tuxedos or something like
Kentucky tuxedos, yeah. And on that note, and it came out in 75. Otherwise it would have been on my list, but I wouldn't have had a chance to put it on my list because Dave would have had it on his. And that's Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Santa Claus Coming to Town
by Bruce. The wind, the wind's blowing up the boardwalk.
Hey, Ben!
Parents, you've been a good boy this year. Santa bring a new saxophone.
I'm a big fan
I got the
Wolfgang Petri from the 80s and his Christmas albums, and that's in line with the German theme of this show, but I didn't think our audience would. And I don't know they'd bump out any of my choices, but Those are holiday
Yeah.
staples in this household. So
Well,
Fantastic.
the Santa Claus is Coming to Town Springsteen. One of the times I saw him in concert, he had to. The show that I had the tickets for was the first time that Bruce ever had to cancel a show
Really?
because it was one of the first arena shows, and the weather, they had to cancel the show, so they rescheduled it. So he said, "Well, we're going to give you a Sunday special because it was on a Sunday," and he did Santa Claus is Coming to Town live.
That's awesome.
It was a blast.
that is
It was
awesome.
a blast.
When was that?
85.
85. So the big man was still there.
Well, last time I saw Bruce in concert, not the play, the big man was still there, and I got the holy grail of Bruce Springsteen concerts.
Hold on. Well, it just says Christmas. You got to hold it up here.
There
Have
you
yourself
go.
a Merry Christmas. Say hi.
You too, Jess.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye. Have
Merry
yourself
Christmas.
a merry little Christmas.
We were just talking Gilmore Girls.
Woohoo! Yes.
And the fact that Christmas wrapping was on one of the shows.
Oh, and that I have a Gilmore Girl Christmas tree.
Yes, yeah, she has a Gilmore Girls Christmas tree. There you
Not surprised
Yeah,
at all. But the thing is, on that last show that I saw, it was just after Danny Federici had died. It was the first member of the E3 band to pass. But we got the Holy Grail of Springsteen concerts.
go.
He did Jungle Land,
Oh, really?
and I got to see Clarence Clemens play that solo
That's great.
live.
That's awesome.
And that
Yeah,
was
that's
just,
got to be amazing.
oh,
He was something.
hell. One of the greatest. I still think it's the greatest rock sax solo.
Yeah.
There you go. And what you call it? Ed Meyer just said, "Merry Christmas, fellas. Merry Christmas, Ed.
Hey!
Merry Christmas, Eddie."
Oh God, I haven't heard from Eddie in a while.
And
Eddie used to work with Eddie. Always a blast to work. Always a blast.
and Brian Boak just said, "Hi, Jess." Brian Boak said, "Hi, Jess."
Bye, Brian.
Have I ever mentioned my daughter's name is Jess? But
There you
your
go.
name is John. Your wife's name is Jess. My daughter's name is Jess. It's like, just
You didn't
saying.
bring. You didn't bring.
Our great grandparents came from Germany.
Came from Germany. Yeah.
Wow,
We-
twinsies.
They like
Did we just become best friends? Yes.
Karate.
Yeah, there you go. But oh, you gotta love it. Oh, it's fantastic. Well, like, look, all these songs. There's not very many Christmas songs that I have to say that I don't like. And the 80s came out with a lot. I mean, when did I've been trying to think of this all day, and I could have just Googled it, right? And I didn't. When did Paul McCartney Wonderful Christmas Time come out? Was that early 80s or was that late 70s?
No, it's in 80s.
That was in the 80s, right? That was 80s,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
I think it was 82.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't have made my list, but it's still, hey, you know what? I mean, it's a staple. I mean,
Well, and then in the 70s, you had his cohort, John.
yeah. So this is Christmas. Yeah.
So this is
Christmas. And
I will
what
say
have
that-
you
What
done?
have you done?
I mentioned
Another
earlier-
year over, a new one just begun. Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I was enjoying it. One of the reasons, I mentioned earlier about Bob Seger's Little Drummer Boy that
Yes.
now I can't stop listening to it. But I think we all associate Christmas with childhood, right? And most of my favorite Christmas, 80s was great. I was in my 20s, my teens in the 80s, but
Yeah, we were
growing up,
raised in
60s
the
and
80s.
70s Christmas music is probably always going to stick with me the most because that was what my parents listened to. I heard my father had he was a big hi-fi enthusiast.
Sure.
And in those days, Christmas music was Living Strings, Living Voices, Ray Conniff,
Ray Conniff, yeah,
a
definitely.
lot of that old classic stuff.
Sure.
There's the Sinatra talked about
The
earlier.
Montevani Orchestra.
Montevani, yeah.
Montevani, Boston Pops with
Sure.
a lot of-
Oh,
Arthur
yeah.
Fiedler.
and so much
Vince
more.
Guaraldi.
And to this day, I still
Vince
listen-
Guaraldi, yeah. And that's why I said before with David Benoit. I mean, he
With
took
the-
over for
with the-
Vince
with the-
Guaraldi's
Yep.
Yeah, the Peanuts songs.
Peanuts song.
Oh,
Yeah.
Peanuts.
Christmas time is here is I love that song, and I mean, it takes me back to my childhood, and watching the
Well, to that point though, a lot of the songs that we grew up with from like late '60s, early '70s, because we watched it every single year, and if you missed a Christmas special,
By the way, everybody out there, we all did just realize that. We all did just admit that we were in our teens and our 20s in the 80s, the three of us on the show. So.
But a lot of the songs from those Christmas specials, like Silver and Gold, Put One Foot in Front of the Other, these songs, we grew up with these were some of our favorite songs, but they didn't qualify for this 80s because they were 70s and late
60s and 70s, sure.
Right. So these.
And of course, I had a 50s song in my honorable mention for the 80s.
Yeah, but what I used to do every year, I started off doing cassettes of Christmas compilations.
Oh yeah.
And my friend
I had to
Bill,
make a mixtape, right? You had to make a mixtape.
Yeah, I made a mixtape, but my friend Bill, he's like, have you done the cassette year this year yet? I'm like, I've just finished mixing it. Why? He's like, bring it over. And I went over. He had the first CD burner that had been released. Nice. So I started doing Christmas CDs. These became Christmas gifts to people I worked with, to this point that almost every single year around Christmas, someone that I work with that I'm friends on Facebook will send me a picture of one of the CDs.
Nice. That's funny because my dad bought a VCR in 1979. And of course, as we know, right, before that, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was on Friday night at 8:00 on CBS. Guess what?
On CBS,
if you weren't there, you didn't see it that year.
You didn't see it that year,
that was it. And
my father was a year behind your father. 1980, we bought a VCR.
Yeah, and we recorded all that stuff, and every kid in the neighborhood that missed it was like, "Can we come to your house and watch Rudolph?"
But here's the point, though. To me, that destroyed everything. So one of the CDs that I did was called "When the Specials Were Special," and I had to search and search and search, but I found the music that accompanied that word "special" that spiraled it on the TV. Remember that? It was all bongos. Oh yeah.
Didn't spoil it for me because I charged all those kids $1 a pop.
But my CD opened up with that. But my point was, back then the specials were special because there was that whole thing. If you missed it, you missed it. You heard that music. You came running to the living room. You plopped your ass down. You didn't move.
I will admit this. We got tapes, and I will tell you this, by the way. I somewhere, and it's got to be at my father's house. I'll have to look for it. Somewhere I have the first 6 hours of MTV. I sat there on August 1st, 1981, and I taped the first 6 hours of MTV. I put it on SLR, SLP, whatever the hell is it. And one tape, 6 hours, boom, I hit it on, boom, and it went 6 hours. And I got, so from midnight to 6 in the morning. And at that point in time, I basically had the same 12 videos played over and over again for 6 hours, right?
So you basically had the entirety of MTV playing music videos.
Right. pretty much, yeah.
Video Killed the Radio Star was the very first one.
It was the first one. And what was the second one? What was the second one?
I don't know. What was the second one?
Dave, do you know?
I do, and I can't.
The second one was Video Killed the Radio Star.
You Better Run by Pat Benatar.
Oh,
that's right.
Cool.
That's correct.
I can't think of the third one right now. If you give me like 10 minutes, I could probably figure it out. If I Google it, I can figure it out. But the fourth one was You Better You Bet from The Who.
Oh.
Yeah. Now I remember those. I remember the other two. I remember 2 and 4. But anyway, but my point in saying this was, I taped the Christmas specials and anything else, like the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and stuff like that. I taped them, but I don't think I probably watched them once or twice. We still waited till they came on and watched them live on TV. Still,
yeah, but the point is, now you can watch them.
You watch them whenever you want.
They're not that special anymore.
Exactly.
You didn't go running into the room. You didn't mark it on the calendar. You didn't know what day it was coming out.
You didn't.
It wasn't
in that because the technology was new, and we just thought it was my brothers and I would watch them over and over. I remember my dad got a bootleg copy of Star Wars, and that was like the big. I mean, when did Star Wars come on TV and video? It was like 10 years later or whatever.
At least, if not
And
more.
we were watching it over and over and over again. So it was like, it was new technology portion of it that competed with what you're talking about was the.
But
and I get your point too, but
I think it ruined the magic. I think it took all the magic.
Yeah, but what I'm understanding what you're saying, and I'm agreeing with you to a point. And even though I did tape them, the magic was still there because I really didn't. It was on tape. I could watch it whenever I wanted, but I didn't. I waited and even the following year, right? I didn't say, it's coming out. I want to watch it, and I put the videotape in. I did
more than anybody that I know, you are a slave to tradition.
Yeah, I am.
More than any human being that I know. Every minute of every day of every year, John has a tradition that he has to follow. That's why he's late for everything. Because it's like, I got to do this before. I really just think it took all the magic out of
us, but today's generation wouldn't even know what the hell.
They wouldn't even know what the hell we're talking about. Yeah, they wouldn't know.
No clue. So to them, it's like, what? I can't stream it. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Brian Boak, exclamation point to Jess saying hi, Brian, and then Mike Dolan. Merry Christmas,
Mike.
Merry Christmas, Mike.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Buona Batale.
Buona Natale. And
Mario Batale.
Mario Batale. And I'm drinking this beer because of Mike. He was able to get it in.
Thanks for contributing to John's alcoholism.
A worthy cause indeed.
Yes.
Thanks, Mike.
You are doing God.
Buona Natale, Mike. There you go. So, all right. This was I'm liking the fact that we did the German beer show. We're definitely going to have to.
Maybe do that.
Have to do it. Definitely have to do it. Well, this was the first annual. It can't be the first annual without a second annual. So
no, because we did have a first annual show that became our last annual.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we this year even.
This year that was the zero.
That was the non-alcohol beer show. Yes,
the first annual and last.
First and last annual non-alcoholic beer show.
And that would be great because I will say it's. I have never seen a lot of true German Christmas beer, Weihnachts beers, right? In the U.S., really one of the few was the Würzburger beer that I had 40-some years ago.
Yeah.
I get them occasionally as I said, you get the winter beer. It'll be a winter beer or a Weihnachts beer in the calendars, but you don't see them in the stores.
You don't see much in the stores, yeah.
So we can
There's a couple others I was gonna get a bottle of the Italer, the Curator, and I know that's not technically a Christmas beer, but it's released around now. The historic Curator,
yeah,
that's released around now. So and when I say holiday, I mean anything that's released around now. It's not necessarily released for Christmas, but it's released in this time frame, right?
I think we made a nice show.
I think we did, yeah. And I mentioned earlier, Ramstein, Greg Zaccardi's been on the show before. German brewer in New Jersey, up in Butler.
So many of us look forward to that every single year.
Absolutely.
And next year, if we're going to do it, it gives us a whole year to look for that kind of stuff.
We do,
and to compile more stories that the viewers can't find outside their local retirement home. So
exactly. Or the interested younger viewers want to learn from. There you go. So, and wax nostalgic with us, and maybe learn some of our traditions and enjoy some of our stories
with us. They can listen.
Listen to us wax nostalgic.
And
learn some of our traditions and so forth and so on. Yeah. So of course. All right. That's all right. That's a beautiful thing. John, what do you got? What do you got going on for the holidays while we wrap up?
Working. I've got Christmas Day and New Year's Day off. My team likes to take time off at the holidays. Cover a lot of their functions.
Bless you, Samurai.
It's actually a busy time for me. And they work hard all year, and I want them to have time off with their families. But we're going to do some family stuff.
You're a good boss.
I try to be. It makes life easier. When they know you've got their back, then they always have your back. So
this is very true.
It's a good thing. Absolutely. And but we're gonna go visit family up in Rome, Georgia on Christmas Day. my stepdaughter's up there, and my kids are coming too. We're all gonna, and it's actually usually a rare thing that all of us can get together on Christmas Day. So, because I got 3 kids, she's got 3 kids, they got kids.
But John, you need then listen to that Jethro Tull song.
Oh, definitely on the list.
Listen to it.
I got 3 kids.
All the
She's
way
got
around.
3 kids.
Yeah,
But he's got
No,
the
I'll
biggest.
get 3 kids.
He's got the biggest kids of them all now.
we will listen to that and the Brady Bunch theme. But yeah, so
John, what's how old's your oldest kid?
my oldest?
Mhm.
My stepdaughter Tara she's 44.
44.
Yeah.
Oof.
And
Hey.
our youngest is my son Nathan, and he's 33.
33.
So,
He's the one I met. Right?
yeah, you met Nathan and Neil. That's
Yep.
that's his son. So
So there you go. So John's kids from oldest to youngest, and then immediately mine start from my oldest to youngest, and then immediately Dave starts from his oldest to youngest. So,
It's a cascade.
It's a cascade. So there you go.
That's a good hop.
It is pretty good. There you go.
but I'll be
So-
drinking some beers along the way, and then of course New Year's we'll do the Three Stooges marathon and Chinese food and
No, you got to do that. You gotta
all
do
the all the classic stuff.
that. Absolutely. Got it. Samurai. Well, I mean, you could mention what you're going to be doing next week. So
What? Huh?
you can mention what you're going to be doing for the holidays on next week's show.
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
like
well,
to.
like John, I'll be mostly working. I've got Christmas and the day after Christmas off, but other than that, great thing is my whole office, they're off
Mhm. Well, there you go.
because
I've
they've all done their jobs and passed it on to me, and I've got to bring it home.
I've got Christmas off. I'll be working the 26th. I'll be the 24th and the 26th. I'll be working. So,
Yep.
So,
Alrighty then.
but hey, beer's not going to sell itself. There you
It
go.
kind of does.
Not gonna drink itself either.
Some of it does. It's not going to. Beer's not going to drink itself. That's the other.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true.
So
Anyway,
I think the 3 of us work on that piece of it too.
I think we take care of that very well.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, John, stick around. We'll talk for a couple of seconds after we hang up. But on that note, we will wrap up the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching. And those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website, www.logroom.com. That's LEGERROOM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, our YouTube channel. All of them are at The Log Room. Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch every Tuesday night around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remember, tonight was a special Wednesday show. We will be back next Tuesday night with our Christmas show, and more on that in a moment. And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Pandora, Amazon Music, iTunes Music, YouTube Music, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast, you will find the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Continue to have a wonderful holiday season. And we will talk to you next Tuesday night when we will have our 8-2. That's pretty good. Anything over 8, I'm happy with. I got a 9-4 once. I got over a 9 once. That was good.
Oh, because you were drunk off your ass and you still killed it.
And I still killed it. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Next Tuesday is our.
Oh, no.
Oh, shut up. Done. Next Tuesday is our annual Christmas show on the 23rd. And it will, of course, be Tony Alacron, Drury, and Dave's brother Brian as our annual show. John's been on the annual Christmas show once, I think 2 years ago, last year or 2 years ago.
A couple of years ago, yeah.
A couple years ago you were on. But Alacron's coming on with he's going to tell us all about a river trip that he took in Mexico. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I love following along with it. I get so jealous and then realize how comfortable would I be though?
You wouldn't. He wouldn't. He's comfortable. You wouldn't be. But
No, I might be back in my day.
back in the day, not now, but back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, now with the hemorrhoids.
Tony's. Yeah. There you go. Anyway, look, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Continue to have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Joyous Kwanzaa. Everything whatever you're doing, whatever you're celebrating, enjoy the holidays. We will talk to you next week, folks. John, once again, thanks for coming on. This is a fantastic show. We
And have
definitely
a vengeful Festivus. Is it vengeful?
have a vengeful, yes. Merry Festivus, happy Festivus for the rest of us. Enjoy it. And John, thank you. Once again, thank you for coming on. We definitely have to reconvene on this German holiday beer show next year.
Yeah,
The second
sounds like
annual.
fun.
So,
Thanks for having me.
along with all the other stuff. But
Always
absolutely.
an honor and a pleasure.
Always a pleasure to have you on too. So, all right.
It is.
Next week, folks.
Right.
Enjoy. Take care. Cheers.
Ciao.